people tell me everything looks okay, that'd be very helpful as well.
Especially tell Dylan if he looks okay.
That's the big thing. I just want to know if I look
Yeah.
alright. I'm wearing my lazy grey shirt.
Does his hair look good? It's a new haircut.
Is it a new haircut?
It's a new haircut.
That's a relief, dude. I was worried about my hair.
Yeah, dude. You got like another month.
Another month.
Another month. I was trying to think of a number because I haven't actually seen your hair recently, all that recently. A little bit.
There's some terrible photos of me at G5, actually. There's one really awkward one where I was getting ready for, I think it was a double set, and the dude was pointing the camera at me for like a full 30 seconds, and I didn't know if he was taking a photo or a video, so after a while I just started like getting really awkward about it, like you're preventing me from playing my set. And the photo he took is me with like the most awkward half smile I've ever seen in my life. And it's the only like decent framed shot of me of the entire thing, where I'm not commentating or I'm not playing.
Oh no. That's just depressing, dude.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, I just realized I don't have a spoiler cam on. What I'm going to do is in between games I'm going to be turning that off, and then you'll get this lovely Rivals background photo that I stole. I don't know where I got this. It's official art. I forgot to turn. Guess it's there. Sorry, I forgot to sort out a spoiler screen. Anyways, this is what we have. I better turn this.
This is what we have, and you're gonna fucking like it.
Better turn this in video mode.
Have we got people watching?
Yep, people are in chat now. I'm just letting them shuffle in. Start our first set.
Shuffle in.
I'm happy to start though. Are you happy to start, Ty? Let's introduce what we're doing tonight. Tonight's weekly is very special. I'm sure most of you know because most of you are in it. But there are prizes for the winner, best amateur, and best upset tonight. And it's going to be a skin code of your choice. And this also includes champion skins and even includes a golden Orcane and Twitch Ubser. Also going to be giving out a couple of skins in stream at some potentially. Get excited, boys. Yeah, golden Orcane will most likely go to the winner, I assume.
That's a pretty legit skin. That's not easy.
Well, that is the only skin that is valued at $20 US rather than get a enter an amateur tournament. And of course we're streaming it, which also makes it really important. And that's because I'll spill the beans now. If you remember a while ago, for last RCS season, there were the top 50 ranks, and Europe and Australia did top 20, I believe. I'm going to confirm now that that is happening again, and Australia is going to be pulling out a top 10 ranking time round for some of the higher level players. Some of those...
The top 10 makes more sense.
Yeah, some of those lower ranked guys that we really wanted to represent last time on the last PR. We rewarded them with the official PR this time, so we made that 16 people deep, which people thought was really confusing at the time. But that's because we wanted to limit the write-ups to our top 10. That's going to happen soon. Expect news on that when it happens.
Nice.
For those of you that are on it, I will be speaking soon. So start looking for some combos and some photos for yourself. I'm not going to be spoiling any people that I will say that Gabe might be making an appearance, because it's going to be it's a more current thing than our official PR. Rather than doing an RCS Season 2 PR like we did last time, it's going to be a this is Australia right now PR. Bit different from the other PRs that regions are doing, but that's because other regions do the PR system we did.
Wait, when are we doing it? Is it like
I
later on in the year?
can't tell you. Just it's in the works.
Confidential.
Yeah, it's in the works right now, and you will hear more about it soon. But that's why we're doing this tonight, because We want to see you guys play. We want to see results of some of our better players. It's a bit disappointing that some higher level players aren't in this bracket, but it's also exciting because we have players like your Osus and your Fells.
I really was hoping that Cloud guy would be able to make an appearance. He's so good.
Sorry?
Don't worry.
Cloud
He's
guy?
a sick player. Yeah.
I'll show you. A Jamla?
I mean,
Jamla is the Cloud guy.
basically. Basically the Cloud guy. Dude, he doesn't go to enough tournament. I mean, he doesn't enter enough. It's annoying.
He causes massive upsets.
Yeah, he totally does, because he's a good player.
Yeah.
Can we start
I'm very
this?
scared of him. Yeah, let's get into it before we drag this out too long. So we've got Osu and Corrido for our first set coming up, so we'll start in winners semis. So first game on Tower of Heaven, I'm going to count us in, and then we'll transition to that. Ready, Ty?
Yeah, man.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let it rip.
Alright, so Osu's been making a lot of big strides in the scene of such lately. 3 big wins in the past 2 weeks. So it's really interesting to see how he'll do in this bracket. Immediately he parries some bubbles here as well, so that's some early pressure that Corrido has to be aware that Osu's willing to do it, but not like that. You don't want to see him trying to read the bubbles like that, which is really important. It really netted Corrido that kill there with the up strong. Yeah, very, very strong. Strong attack there. Highest knockback of any strong attack in the game, so it's very scary when you get caught in that, and something Osu needs to be more aware of coming into this game. And that Lily placement, a bit wary as well. Corrido's able to get that parry in. It means that Osu's not defending it and not playing well with it. I think a lot of Maple players, to circumvent that, they place Lily on top of the platforms to avoid that situation, which is really interesting. So this Lily placement is actually much better for Osu here. We may see that come into play in this edge guard.
Yeah. Do you feel like Osu's playing a bit too jumpy? Would be a bit more grounded against Corrido's bubbles, perhaps?
It's a little bit of both. Orcane has a very, very strong grounded game. And you definitely need to play a little bit slower and sort of react to some of the stuff that Orcane's going to be pulling out, but he's making this work so far. This is big combo coming off. He's got Corrido off stage, and that auto placement is actually really scary for him.
Beautiful. Oh, not so beautiful.
Yeah.
Good recovery, though.
Yeah, very aware that he needed to get back on stage with that up air on the jump there. Clung to the wall to sort of mix up Corrido, what he was going to do.
It's about time we see Maples like fully utilizing the up air. For so long it just wasn't getting used.
It's interesting how Maple's recovery has developed recently. Because that was one of the very weak recoveries in the early metagame, and it's become very strong as time's gone on. Second game's going to be on Treetop, but very strong first game there for Osu. Block there. Let's move into this when you're ready.
Yeah, man.
3, 1. Treetop's interesting. If you go with a smaller stage like this, with the platforms at varying heights, it's a very interesting sort of game. I know Corrido really likes this stage though. It's more of a comfort pick for him, I think.
You've got some very protective platforms for a lot of good stuff with the bubbles.
But that low platform is so scary. We've seen Osu get the wrap there from his strong attacks twice there with the Lily placement, and it's netted him a stock after
that was dominating.
Yeah, just some reactive punishes from those recoveries there. Down strong, probably not the best option there, but does get Osu on the ropes and doesn't react to the seed there, so he gets the tether, and luckily for him, the down strong will get there. Some smaller blast zones up the top there do help.
Oh, that was interesting.
Top recovery, and I thought he parried the down special there, so Lily actually made it so Osu wasn't going to go into parry stun, and like myself, Corrido didn't realize it. Big up air combos here, and fortunately didn't get the DI mix up there. You can DI out of that, but you have to be doing it 50-50. Yeah, 50-50 between up air or tether. So I tend to DI for the nair and then swap to the up air if the timing's coming out. It's not over just yet. He did have that puddle there to get back on stage.
But that's a punish.
But Osu's pulling out the Ever combos there again, and applying the pressure. So clean 95. Rito's not DIing out of any of these up airs here. He's not switching up his DI at all either. So that's one thing we need to see him adjust if we're gonna maybe see.
He looks like he's feeling a bit cramped. He's kind of playing a bit.
Yeah, it is interesting. This is a comfort stage for him, but this is what Treetop does. With a character like Maple that can close in these gaps really fast, it's so difficult for someone like even Orkane, who has very fast ground speed, to sort of reset into neutral.
It's the speed of the hitboxes and the size of them that just makes it difficult for.
Oh yeah,
Maple
massive thing there.
I mean, not makes it difficult for Orkane to deal with. Maple
Oh my god, the game didn't work.
The next game didn't work.
The transition didn't work on the OBS. I'm sorry, guys. We may have to watch that game again.
Oh really? It was locked the whole time, like people couldn't see.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, we can watch that one again. That was a good match.
That's okay. It's better that this happens early in the bracket than later on. So welcome later. Oh fuck. That's why I tend to. I really need. I need a third monitor. That would really help.
I don't even have two, dude.
I need a bind set for this. I'll count us in and we'll go a gang. I'm sorry about that, guys. Alright. That's working now.
When you're ready.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, much better. The stream can actually see the game here.
Now you can see what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's interesting. Getting a bit of deja vu watching this back, honestly. Very strong rap there.
Remember that, Dylan?
Yeah, dude, that was a good moment. I got really hyped the last time that happened, and I definitely feel like it was a very pivotal moment early in this game that we could have talked about in more depth, really.
I think you were just going off on your own tangent.
Yeah.
During that time.
This is going to be more of a commentary on dumb mistakes now rather than analysis, considering we're watching this again. Like, you need to be covering some of those.
I got surprised at that
recoveries.
Oh, it's because he parried the
down special didn't actually get parried. He parried the Lily.
Yeah.
I would have made that mistake every day of the week. Characters have some janky stuff like that where you can intentionally set up a projectile so that if your physical attack gets parried, you actually don't get in a parry stun. Crag has it as well, and I think it's the jankiest thing ever.
It's one of my problems with this game. Sometimes you'll do something right, and then it turns out wrong for you, and it's no one's fault. It's just how the game worked.
That's what defines honest characters in this game for a lot of people. I know Crag has something like that that's really dumb, and I didn't do it at once when I was in America, and people came up to me afterwards and said, like, you play very honest Crag, and it's very weird. I was like, okay.
You play very honest.
Yeah, I know. It was really, really dumb. Interesting that Osu stuck to Lily like that instead of spacing himself away from it with the forward tilt. It's like, you need to defend people approaching Lily, you don't need to defend Lily's zone itself. Looks like there's a problem with it.
A problem with the tournament. You're not in it?
Just need to clarify some ruling. So what's happened
Yeah.
is H smiley face and Mast played out a set, and then Smiley made him go back because they forgot about DSR. But that's not on.
It's on him to remember when they play it. No.
God's sake.
Alright. Let's get back to it. You've made your statement.
Yeah, Ryzuul was all over it, but they were just waiting to see what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool.
Sorry about that little pause. So, next, Spirit Tree. Small stage really benefits both characters here.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a great map for both of them.
I just have to reopen.
Radio down base. What are we getting to you? Soon. Oh wow, Lucky 180 Rivals is playing Rivals on Twitch. Did you know that, dude?
I did.
He's streaming. Crazy. Remember
I'm just sorting out
Lucky 180 Rivals on Twitter,
replays
guys?
going down the line. Okay, let's actually move on.
Okay.
The next game, sorry. Alright, I'll count you in.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Two really strong games to Osu though. Starts off with the seed, which makes this punish very, very big so far. Got these up airs. That's actually a kill straight off the bat.
Oh!
Tether combos are so scary, man. And Credo's just not DIing up out of this up air, so it's getting real punishing. But that's the second B reverse.
So much better.
Yeah, like the little side special reverse there is really crazy.
It's just...
He's gotten very consistent at them as well, which makes it pretty scary to play against. Good down tilt to get Credo up into Lily there. So that's two massive punishes. Yeah. This is the worry when you pick a small stage like Spirit Tree though. Credo definitely could have survived these combos at higher percents and DI'd out more willingly. Good fair with the bubbles there. It's really difficult to get that bubble angle where the bubbles only just hit and then you auto cancel the move so you can combo off it. That's really interesting. Got the double fair and Credo wasn't taking them.
Moly.
Bouncing up into the up airs then. Just another clean tether combo.
The thing about Credo's play is that he needs to settle into a comfortable pace in order to play effectively, and he just got dominated from the start there, and he wasn't able to basically get a grip on the match.
Game 1 was fun, and that was Merchant Port. But then he chose two really... No, not Merchant Port, sorry. Tower of Heaven. And then he chose two really tight stages and sort of took away that element of play that would have allowed him to get comfortable like that. But
I definitely
Spirit
think that
Tree,
pick, like,
definitely not the pick. Those low platforms do not help you at all. And it's a stage you probably should be banning against Maple. Because we saw it on the Treetop game. That low platform on the side was enabling Osu to get a lot of these combos into. And
Yep.
Spirit Tree does that almost double as effective. Little down tilt pops as well.
Yeah, and his excellent use of down air without being predictable also makes it very difficult for Krito even to block him off from below.
Got the reap. You got 7.
We're going to move on.
Yeah, we're going to move on to the next winners semis.
I've got Winra.
Okay, I'll... I don't know which replays these are. Track 2. Okay. Sorry, guys. Alright, I've got the next.
Cool.
Grab that one. You don't have to put it in. I just need to make sure that I send to you.
I got it.
Anyways, let's move on to Mars versus Fell in Winners Semi.
Yes.
The first stage here with Merchant Port.
So it's 2028?
Yes.
Yes.
Making sure. Set up. I'll count you in. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. This is interesting. The classic Crag v Zetaburn. I know it's a matchup that's plagued Mars quite a bit. That down special immediately is just it's a trademark Fell thing. He's gonna land with these down specials a lot as well. It costly not getting the parry on that fireball, but could have been a lot worse. Yeah, so good for Mars. Like he's moving up on these platforms and moving away from these down specials, and that's what he really needs to be playing around at all times. And a lot of these pillar things as well. Fell hasn't got anything off the pillar combos yet, but he's going to keep doing it, and once he does, it's going to be very costly to Mast. 102% though, and unfortunately the parry stun is not high enough on those first couple of spikes there. Percents are pretty even so far, and
Oh, that was good.
almost could have been really bad, but down strong. Kill with that bad DI. Well, I'm not sure if he can do much better with keyboard angles. That's unfortunate. Okay, this is good. Master's just moving, he's keeping his distance, he's getting his hits in when he can. Oh, it's unfortunate to trade with the down special there,
classic
but
down B.
yeah.
Fell really should just change his tag to down B.
Went in a bit much for that down strong there. And that's what he needs to be doing. Those little up airs that pop him up on the pillar can be very punishing. He used Shine last time, and it's very good for the same reason. You can even do Shine into fair at certain percent DI. Little ledge cancel there, and great use of the up special to send the shards back into Fell, so preventing some of these rock edge guards as well, which is really important because they're very strong when they do hit. A little early on the up strong there, so Fell does get hit with the up special due to extended hitbox, or hurtbox rather. And wasn't aware of the rock.
Just let that happen.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he's trying to parry it. It is going to be probably close to 100 ping in this game, so I'm not sure if Master is trying to go for some high risk-reward situations that are punishing him on the online tourneys. And the up strong doesn't kill. Merchant Port does have a slightly low ceiling, but without the fire there and due to Crag's height, he is going to get away scot-free. And Master only had one thing he had to cover and manages to miss that edge guard, but he does finish off that game. That's what's really important for him. good neutral practices in there for Mast. He needs to ride that momentum going forward. That's really important for him. Interesting to see.
Run back.
Yeah, we got a bit of a run back going here. So Fel's going to take him back to Merchant Port. I do not think is the right call at all. I think Merchant Port is probably one of the best stages you can for Zedaben.
Yeah.
But have a look. Maybe Fel can make some adjustment. Probably put Mast on the edge.
I think Fel has a bit of a thing for this stage. Mainly with the top platforms, he'll often like jump up and waveland onto it and then down B on top of the platforms. So he might have had that in mind.
Give me one, man.
Anyway, let's... Sure. Yeah, I thought you liked Merchant Port, Fel. For the exact reason that you just said.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Count you in. 3.
Go.
Transition in there, and
Oh.
I'd play well to start it, but Fel's got the patience now. He's getting these 100 ping parries going. That's good. But maybe a bit of over-reliance on that bit there. That miss parry is sort of given Mast that 60%. Good tech to get away here, and reads the DI wrong. Unfortunately, doesn't get something bigger off after the up tilt rock combos going, and he's without rocket. That was a very what just happened there?
I've never seen that happen.
I've never seen that miss the link like that. It's like Fel jumped out of it. That's very interesting. Mast just wasn't aware of the rock shards coming from the F strong there. Edge cancel gets him back there and down strong to send him off. Fel just uses side special super back on stage. Isn't a bad option. At the height that he did it, it made it really difficult for Mast to parry, so it definitely had its applications there. He's with rock in his hands, so he's limited options. You'd actually get him hit by that fireball, but it does make it work, and that down special will cut through the pillar, so almost straight into the up air there and takes the first stock. But 150, very easy for Mast to even this up here. He baited out the parry there, that was really important.
Hits him with a game.
I think Mast needs to space himself a little further back here. He's moving in on Fel and moving into that territory where Fel can get rewarded for some of these higher risk things like that down special as he lands. He's going to be doing that a lot, so you need to be very aware of it. And DI in there. I know it's scary to go off stage against a Crag, but sometimes you just need to accept that I need to be off stage. I can't get hit by his grounded option because it's just going to get far worse for me going forward. Okay, jumps back on stage and tries to use a bit of an offensive pillar there. I like the waveland to cut through him, but he needed to use a more offensive option if he was going to do that. He needs to protect his landing, or he needs to move out of there much faster. He can't get himself stuck behind him here. I saw with when he breaks the pillar, could have had Fel in a very dangerous position. That back air hit him and sent him up there. And special is going to keep sending that rock there. Ooh. You can see why Fel likes this stage now. He's using these platforms to his advantage to just make recovery, edge guarding free.
Kind of
that down special covers the lower parts of the stage against Zedaben's recovery, and spare him. But there's not much you can do about that down special. It's not like Zedaben can tech it once he gets hit. You just find the right spot, and those platforms are lined up perfectly for it. Mast does take that stock, but he's at 110% on his last, and
there we go.
Clean fair, that's all you need.
On a new stock against Crag, when you're at high percent, it's just over a lot of the time. It's very hard to break through with the possibility of any fair coming out at any time.
Takes a very patient kind of player to
definitely
play that awareness.
It's extremely difficult.
It looks like Mast is confident in his counter picks. He's going to go to Spirit. Spirit Tree is a very good stage at a higher level play, but makes some very crucial mistakes. Crag can even it up pretty easily. Hoping to see Mast base out Fel properly in this game and maybe make some improvement. I'll count you in.
Yep.
3. And we're not seeing much adaptation here. That fireball to start off there. I think we need to see both players moving a bit at the start, a little bit instead of locking themselves in for that first neutral exchange. Pulls a rock there. I definitely think Mars had time to punish the grab, but didn't react fast enough. Interesting. That back air, he could have done a lot more off it, but reacted a bit slowly. Wow. But because Mars jumped out like that, he was able to actually get the dare. Good slip and slides here to punish that down special, which is really what he needs to be doing. Fel didn't have a pillar there, so maybe a strong fair against his armor would have been enough to knock him off stage.
He burned his jump before he upbeat there, which is interesting.
Yeah. Probably not what you want to be doing, and Spirit Tree does help with your recovery, but it's not going to help with mistakes. But they are even in stock count. And
oh, dropping down to the down B.
Yeah, we're just seeing it time and time again here.
Especially in this stage, it covers a lot of the stage. It's
but it also means
to get around them.
Mars can play a more grounded game here as well, so the effectiveness of down special is very limited. He needs to be more aware of these side specials as they're coming in though. He's not doing anything to punish these pillars that are on stage either. All he needs to do is jab that, and then Fel comes crashing down without any options. You juggle him from there, knock him off stage, he's got nothing. But those small blast zones are actually hurting Mars here a bit because Fel's getting these hits in that I was worried about. These one little mistakes in neutral that lead into a full stock because you get faired at 80 and die. Fair to send him across stage, and the fireball prevents him from using that little down special there, but again, we're seeing this pillar on stage again, so he needs to be aware of which height Fel's playing from. See what he would do with this rock, but that neutral throw does allow Mars to use that as ammunition for himself, reset himself a bit, and he's burnt all his resources here as well, so Fel should have a pretty easy edge guard coming up, and
damn it.
Sure, didn't get the height, didn't get the angle. Definitely could have got back on stage and clipped Fel with the up strong, but
it was a difficult recovery at that point once the up smash was being charged.
Yeah. Definitely.
Alrighty.
Oh, yeah, we've got last game situation here for Fel. Going to Frozen Fortress. 3, 2, 1, go. Frozen Fortress is interesting. I think it's a very even stage in this matchup, but I think traditionally Crag actually does a job on this stage, but I personally struggle on it. I think it's a very weird stage to play on. These upper blast zones actually feel like they are much higher than they are in data, because the stage itself is lower than some others.
Yeah, definitely.
Stage 4.
It's quite a low floor. It's interesting. Mast's almost franticness in the way that he's been attacking was working for him early game when he was making those hits, but now he's missing. He's suffering a lot from it.
It's very easy for that style of play to degrade over time as well, because once you make one mistake, that sort of leads into another and another, and you're still thinking about mistakes you made.
Yeah, making you feel anxious, and you're gonna get more and more frantic as you play.
You need to calm yourself and think about what's happening right now. What am I doing right now? Where am I situated? What is my opponent doing? These little neutral throws that Fel's doing doesn't really provide him much. The up throw there, not sure why F strong is the plate if he wants to pull the shards out. I think he's just trying to get these forward strongs onto the Masters recovering, and it eventually
overall
works
Masters
there.
making a lot of mistakes like that up smash just before, things that take a lot of lag and allow Fel to just straight up punish him for it, which he will every time.
I mean, we say Crag has a lot of weaknesses in neutral, but if you're also making mistakes in neutral, you're mitigating his biggest weakness. You're allowing Crag to get in and use all the strengths that his toolkit provides him with. Like these down specials from the platform, we're seeing him time and time again, and Mast isn't adapting. he gets lucky with the clip there, so he doesn't get knocked back off, but he's still got a 1-stock deficit and getting pushed back off stage again, and finds a good angle there so he doesn't get hit by the down special. I don't know if he needed to up special there. It might prove pretty costly because it did allow Fail to get that bit of a hit. That was interesting. He got the reverse neutral throw there to send Master off stage, so mixed up his DI a bit, which is pretty cool. Shine not going to do much. Does get the parry here, and we'll see what big punish coming, but...
I always like when he throws in that back. Yeah, quite a nice combo starter.
Back air is good, but the forward strong is probably not what you want. Not at a percent where that was going to go far enough that it's actually going to matter. And
it was a good start, but
again, too scared of getting edge guarded to actually make sure that you're getting back on stage.
What would you say is the best strategy to kind of dealing with that top platform down B?
Just got to play patient.
Play patient.
You need to move. Sure. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Throwing out fireballs when your opponent is 2 platforms above you, that doesn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure the 100 ping that they maybe had would have made a big difference there. But fact is, you either parry the down special and punish straight away, or you just need to remember there's about 30 frames or so before Crag can act. And Crag's not making a hitbox beneath him. If you just jump up and up air, he's not doing anything to protect the bottom. Sorry, are we at... He's not doing anything to protect the zone beneath him, rather. You just need to make sure that you're switching up between grounded plays and... Oh, hold on. Replays that Smiley Face sent are actually wrong.
Right.
Just been given
the
the
ones
actual...
that we just got.
Yeah, the ones that we just got.
Why are they wrong?
He sent us the wrong files.
Okay.
I'm sending you... I'm gonna watch that. Looks like Kirito and Ryzuul. What happened to Kirito?
I thought he did send something.
He sent it to you?
Not to me, but I thought he like just dropped it down public or something.
Otherwise, we're gonna miss game 2. That's it.
Right.
He's playing Dragon Ball Z. I'll double check my replay.
Yeah. We've got him.
Yeah, I just forgot. Alright, Rito just sent those in, so next 3 sets up, I believe.
Go.
I'll sit. Not raw. Is that gonna work for you?
Yeah, I've got Winra.
Did you buy it?
What do you think, mate?
Alright, it looks like we have the right one.
How much does it actually cost?
In raw?
Yeah.
H Smiley versus Osu, that's an... Let's style the ones. Oop, no. That's interesting. Timestamps on these are wrong.
We got H Smiley versus wait, which one have you got? Because I got H Smiley versus Miles.
I do, yeah, but the timestamps, the actual replays are wrong.
Also, they are. They both start at... Somehow Mars played 2 games at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. And it appears that Hold on, let me. Yeah, that's.
Smelling a
No, I've got all the
different
replays.
time
It's
zone?
just Oh, that might be it. South Australia.
Oh, I think it is. It's like half an hour different, isn't it?
Maybe that's it.
I'm pretty sure it's just a little bit different.
Okay.
It doesn't.
I've got the missing replay. I think.
I'm missing one.
Hold on. How many did Credo send us?
He sent us 3.
Have we got a missing game still?
Do we? Okay. You sure?
I think. Sorry everyone, this is taking longer.
Sennheiser sucks. No, they're okay. Pretty pleb tier choice, to be honest. Pretty pleb tier. Their dynamic is pretty good, actually. I haven't heard their earplugs, but I definitely know their headphones are pretty rocking.
Hold on.
No, you are Holmes.
Okay. I think I know what's happened.
I'm confused as hell.
No,
at this
I've
point.
just got it. It's
Okay. I think I might have forgotten to put in the thing.
I send you a single. Oh, I think Ryzuul crashed on me. Or File Explorer.
I'm not seeing Kurito's other games.
Oh, I've got it.
Okay, I don't.
I've
That's
got.
fine. What did you want to say, Holmes? Yeah, I'm talking to stream chat. Oh, right. You're talking to someone who isn't me.
Might have to trim all this in.
No, leave it in.
Oh wait,
It's raw.
that one didn't upload for you. Hold on, this is.
I'm really confused.
That work? I hope that's the right one.
Oh god. Okay. Alright.
Yep, I got them all now.
Apparently they had 50 ping, by the way. Fell and Mast.
Oh. Oh well.
Yeah, I would have been surprised at 100 ping. Don't remember Mast being that laggy.
Alright, we've got everything.
Oh crap. I just opened a raw file. No, I don't want to use the store to open. Yeah.
Whenever you're
Don't
ready,
open
we'll
this.
move on. I think we'll do Master and H Smiley first.
Okay. Let's do that.
Yep.
I'll try and find the
If you're missing the replays, I can just send you my folder and
Sure.
you can delete all your old
Anyway,
ones.
H Smiley Mask, let's go.
So first one is Merchant Port. Got a timestamp of
2028.
Yeah, yep. Alright, can't you in?
Mm-hmm.
Edelus v Zeta, this is a very rough matchup. Merchant Port stage as well. Traditionally, both characters like this stage, but I think it's almost a little bit Edelus favored matchup.
I always see Edelus as going for this stage. It's a
very good Zeta burn stage as well, though. Like the low blast zones and the way the platforms are laid out make it very easy for him to burn him out. Well, that ledge cancel was almost very dangerous there. He is off stage, and Smiley does have armor, so he does have the ability to just charge through with a forward strong like that. He's a super armor, but good tech by Mask gets him back on stage and switches up the situation here. Almost gets frozen with the dice shards there. Down air pops him up, so it prevents him from getting combo. And 101% not high enough to get that up strong kill. The armor there, and gets the tech. Smiley does up special recover, so I definitely feel like he could use his jump and his air dodge. Yeah, use his jump and air dodge to recover to prevent him losing that armor. That did cost him the stock, but quick turnaround, so reset back into stock 2. Seen some big improvements from Mars in comparison to last set, but I think he's going into a fresh set, fresh mindset as well.
Yeah.
New character, new situations to deal with. Maybe he's more comfortable with the matchup, I don't know. Down special was very, I'm gonna say ambitious, but then he goes to the second one and it hits a gang, so... I don't know if he wants to be jumping out of the way of these icicles here. I feel like he should be air dodging down and minimizing the time it takes for him to get the ground. Because Zetaburn up in the air is really scary. If you give Edelus time to set themselves up and then make sure that they're getting these aerials off as well, it gets very, very scary. So air dodging and jumping up out of the icicles is a bit dangerous. Gets that kill and gets the armor. And quickly wastes it. I feel like you don't want to be using that Dakus at 0% against the Zetaburn there. Goes to the tech chase with the Nair, so getting some big hits off. Tech chase with the up air there. Very clever from Mars not to tech that. A lot of players do tech it and end up getting hit by the strong attacks, which is highly obviously conditioned for because he went for it straight away. Mars is doing a good job of evening this out. He's not letting Smiley run away with this, but rolling out, and that down strong will cover it. But Mars did have his resources there, but he cut himself so low with that up special that it actually didn't matter.
Yeah.
That strong attack's gonna cover every angle that Mars had to get back on stage.
Yeah, I definitely actually wouldn't say that was nearly as strong as Master's first game against Fel. He, in comparison to the games against Fel, he seemed a bit inactive.
Yeah.
I suppose.
It was a strong first game from the both
indecisive
of
of where he wanted to be.
I definitely feel like either player could build off that game, and
Absolutely, yeah. There's lots that could be done.
But Master's going with a character swap. It's interesting to see after your first game loss. So sometimes when you lose that first game, you've got to think: was it the stage? Was it how I was playing? Something else, and maybe rethink where you're going to. But very rarely you see someone swap to a character straight away after a loss in a best of 5, because it is a best of 5. You have time to test some things out and think about it. So he's going to Rano, and we're going to go see Tower of Heaven here, which I think is a pretty neutral stage, and
I can understand the character choice.
I understand the character choice for sure,
yeah.
But the stage choice
I think it's a very weighted matchup.
Doesn't really hit the weaknesses that Edelus has, in my opinion. We'll see how it works out for him.
I think the your edge game, Rano, is just splendid for dealing with Edelus.
Oh, for sure. And I'm sure we're going to see that play out in this game.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ready when you are.
3, 1. Transition in. Get the stage going. Quick needle to get that cheeky percent up. Every time Smiley whiffs an attack, that is an extra percent he has to worry about. It does stack up, but these nairs, no tech chase, but doesn't have to if that up air is going to hit. Does get out of the dare up the top here again, and just jumps out to create some space. What's really good about this matchup is Rhino has the ground speed to close in on these side specials that Smiley closes out, so instead of relying on parrying them or having to jump above them like Master's doing before, he can sort of stay grounded and just weave in below them, and that's a really good thing to do against an Edelus. Because a lot of people, they hone in on the parry and miss some even bigger punishes.
For my money, this is probably one of my favorite stages against Edelus. It's
interesting. That bubble pressures Smiley a bit, but doesn't take the stock. He's off stage here, and Master's using all of his resources to chase him out there, so almost put himself in a very scary position. Has to cover the high recovery there, but doesn't punish that down special.
There we go. That's what we want. Beautiful.
It is interesting edge guarding an Edelus, because sometimes you have to just decide to cover the landing. Edelus has so many different recovery options with his air dodges and double jump mix-ups.
Yeah, I actually disagree though, within what Rhino can do. He has a lot of very interesting options. Like you can even use...
Smiley wasn't using the options he had as well. He easily could have air dodged out of that fair and reversed it on him with a quick back air on there. Mars did take the stock, but it's something to keep in mind going forward.
Oh, I think that Mars took that stock.
Oh, interesting. The double needle actually kills him there. I'm not quite sure if the knockback on that is relevant enough, or if that was a bit of an ASCI thing, or something else. That's the first time I've seen the needles kill in that situation before. This is the parry with the side special, but he's got 4 stacks on Smiley here, which is pretty relevant going forward. Only 1 on there, but it is going to cause some whiff damage on Smiley, so quick percent. Really dislike that those ice shards sort of protect that whiff strong attack. It means it's a bit of a no-risk situation for Smiley, and we're seeing him do it a lot in these games so far. And again, misses the parry there, but what he really should be doing is honing in on Edelus instead of focusing on these parries so much. If Smiley's going to commit to the hammer like that as well,
yeah.
Marcy's locking himself in for such a long time. Yep. Gang, armored forward strong, just no risk involved, and he goes to the parry again.
It's actually really good to go against the go for the tongue against armored Edelus.
Oh yeah, because it eats through the strong attacks.
See, that's actually a really good option, but not in that situation.
I think it's really strong against Edelus because it forces him to recover differently as well.
It's why I feel
he almost always has to burn his air dodge to sort of get out of it too. Oh, that hammer's
that's not good.
The greatest, but luckily he wasn't at a percent where it was going to be a deficit. He's got all of his resources, so he can recover quite easily here. He hasn't burned anything yet, I believe. Didn't need to, because Smiley commits to the strong attack early and just weaves out of that up strong.
Very close. Oh my goodness.
That miss really sealed that game. I think Mars got lucky there. That was definitely a game that...
Oh, yeah.
It was his to lose. He had that lead, and he was doing...
There were a few mistakes there that definitely could have costed it for him, but thankfully he managed to just squeeze through.
It was interesting though. We saw Mars with the lead all game, but some very crucial mistakes in how he was reacting to while he was pulling out almost cost him that. I think that's things that he needs to adapt to going forward. We've got a big stage coming up. We've got Fire Capital, so it means those neutral exchanges are going to be even more. It's going to be much more difficult to close in the gaps between Daedalus and Rhino, and it's going to be much more difficult to get these edge guards or these high platforms fighting some. Let's have a look though.
Yeah, ready when you are.
3. Oh. I should probably... Here we go.
Going for the early needle.
Yeah, of course. And Smiley's done a good job of setting up ice as fast as possible as well, because that's one of the main goals that an LS player is going to have in these early neutral exchanges. Just make sure you're getting ice set up, and on large stages like this, it means a lot of these side specials go uncontested, and you can get ice set up much faster.
Yeah, Chait-Hei manages to tech chase quite effectively, which is such an important thing for LS players.
It's something that Mars needs to be very aware of as well. Like, is Smiley tech chasing the same way every time? Is he reacting to me? If I'm getting hit by this move, how do I want to tech chase? How do I want to tech? See that little weave back in there? He decided not to parry it, but he was also a bit slow in getting the punish as well, so he could have got more off that. I almost felt a ton coming on there, did you? Smiley's landing with the fairs now. We're seeing that 3 times in a row there. He's making sure that he's landing with these fairs, try to get the strong attacks in. And another tech chase there. If he just stayed in place, that weak hit from the down strong wouldn't have actually caused a problem for him. Dash attack won't cover the space above him, and he's getting some slight hits in, but Marcy's really pressuring him into the corner and taking center stage really well there.
Oh, very well
Missing
done.
some techs and really unfortunate. Didn't get the parry on the side special and almost straight into the freeze, but needs to get some strong landing here. Those 2 needles were interesting, but he didn't time it right to sort of protect his landing. You don't want to be pulling out a forward strong and neutral like that. Maybe just needs to be moving more and trying to approach with some different options. That armor will... I was going to say that armor could make it very costly for Smiley at this percent, but burns it early with another strong attack, and Master's got the advantage here. Smiley still has his air dodge. I'm not sure if he has his double jump anymore though. And that means without any resources... Yeah, without any resources, Master easily gets the fair. That's what that up special bubble does really well. He throws the darts out. It covers that high recovery really well against an Edalist. If he up specials into it, he can sometimes even die off the top if you're too high.
Yeah,
but
I've
normally
normally
it pressures Edalist players off, so they have to keep repeating their recovery and burning resources. That whole shenanigan.
Oh,
and
surprise death.
As we're chatting away there, unfortunate SD from Smiley. They master with the momentum. That's really important. I've just realized. I forgot. Sorry for spoilers, boys. So next game, we're gonna... I know traditionally in Australia, it's counter have some players with bad habits, bad specials and parry. But it's very easy for an Edda's player to ride out momentum, high plats, and get ice set up as quickly as possible. Get a really controlled dash attack and options that he has. We'll see how this goes. If Mask plays patient, this can be a very, very strong stage for him.
Yep.
Count us in.
Alright.
3,
Me?
1, go.
Go. Sound like you were asking me to do it, man.
Sorry.
Alright.
Interesting. That high plat should really make it impossible to get these little nair pokes that he's doing. Interesting.
Yeah,
that's the first side special that we've seen from Smiley Face so far. So maybe he's aware that the weaknesses of the stage can stack up against him. But if Master's going to go up high like that, why not? I'd like to see some hitfall stuff with that up air. Getting that 3 hits there really made it difficult to combo Smiley any further. Good tech prevents a freeze there. That was a really dangerous situation for Master to be in, and 4DI on that down strong just ends that stock. He's got armor, and Master can make use of it here. Get some easy percent in, but Smiley make sure to burn that as quickly as possible. Is he going to land with down strong, down special again? Yeah.
An early parry.
It's scary on a stage like this. I think down strong would definitely kill here. You see Mast try to pull it out right there to get the read on Smiley's movement, because he's very aware of those percents as well as I am. Oh no.
That was
I'm not sure what he was trying. Maybe he thought he had time, but that tongue
He's
movement
feeling pressured.
is not fast enough to make that situation work. And well, that actually doesn't kill that percent, so I feel like I was wrong about that assumption. Maybe he got the weak hit though. There is a sweet spot in the center that he needs to be aiming for. Then he got that back air, does get parried, and Harley just needs to ride this momentum and tack on as much percent as he can this stock. So I don't mind that he's going for some more committal options when he's low percent here, because that's all you really need. Little nair into up airs.
Mast keeps on teching that up air, and it's getting him hurt a lot.
It's interesting, I was complimenting on it early in the set that he wasn't actually teching it. And now that he is, we are seeing Smiley get some punch for it. You can see Smiley wants the armor as much as possible. Looks like he's far more comfortable playing with the armor to protect his whiffed attacks than sort of playing the slow neutral style that he needs to be doing. So we are going to see a Game 5 situation. Unfortunately, both players forgot about DSR in this situation, so going back to Tower of Heaven, I have already seen beat Smiley on. And he has stuck with the Rhino for the rest of the set. So swapping off that Zeta Burn Game 1 is actually worked out rather well for him. But let's Game 5. See what happens. Count you in.
Yep.
3, 1, go. I forgot to start. Fuck. I did that in the wrong order. I stopped the stream before I started the replay. No, we're good, we're in it.
Oh.
Good up airs here. That percent's tacking on, and I don't think Smiley's DIing that correctly, not getting the drift that he needs, and
that'll
pulled off stage, yeah.
Mast, don't taunt. I swear to God.
That's the psychological damage. That's what he needs to be doing. If you got the mental advantage on the first stock of a Game 5 situation, you've already won. That's how I see it. Oh no, he wasted his jump before he up specialed as well. Really did not need to be doing that, but he got back on and yeah, sort of taxed that percent on.
Excellent.
But Mast is going in, he's getting that needle poke too, and Smiley not air dodging out of that. Really could be avoiding that sort of setup if he just used his resources a little better, but
taking him back to this stage has made a huge difference. As I said, it's a very comfortable stage in this matchup. It's you got that diagonal access for the needles for Rano, which is just so valuable, but you've also got the protection of the platforms to stop the icicles from coming down and hitting you.
One thing I will comment on for both players as a sort of thing to work on is they're each burning their jumps and their air dodges very early into their recoveries. What they need to be doing is they need to get to the wall first before they get back on, because they're missing a lot of recovery mix-ups that they could be getting, and each player you can see they're edge guarding a lot easier than they should be doing in this matchup.
Mast was really eager to finish that then.
He definitely was, and it cost him quite a bit there. And
yeah,
trying to read a roll, I imagine. Get anything off it, but yeah, Smiley's burnt his armor here, which not sure if it was the right decision. With Mast at such low percent and playing at such high percent there. Gets the parry and full strong. Maybe not the right decision, but does push him off stage. So he gets another parry situation going with that side special.
He didn't smash that.
Oh, that's a weird tongue. I don't like that. He actually doesn't get much off it, but that fair does cover the quick up special. It is interesting as well. If you cover the fast option rather than covering all options, sometimes a pressured opponent make that mistake. But well played to both Smiley and Mast. That's it.
Yeah, we saw a lot of good stuff from both of them.
Yeah, it was an interesting one to watch for sure. We're going to stick to losers' quarters and ride on out to Credo. Got Volcane, which is an interesting map. I really like seeing High in particular. So first stage here is going to be Rockwall.
Oh, Rockwall.
Yep.
Really? Where is it?
Have you got that?
Oh, might not have it.
I sent it to you before.
Hold on, let me just find it. 1 second.
It's the last replay I sent you.
Yeah. Cool. There it is. Alright, ready when you are.
Having a sippy.
A little sippy.
Little sippy. I am parched. Alright, so you got Rockwall?
Yeah.
Let's get into it then. 3, 1, go. Rockwall's very interesting. Each character can really benefit from these side blast zones here, but the upper blast zones really only benefit Corito in this situation, so it's interesting. Orkane's probably a character that has more kill options than Bullsbone in this situation because of that. I think Driz is already playing a strong neutral, just waiting out some stuff. and not seeing some big punishes come out so far. So definitely some opportunities for either of them. I saw Ryzuul trying to crouch cancel there, so I'm not sure. Jab combo coming in that he done something with, but no parry on the bubbles here either, so he's maybe playing a bit itchy on these platforms. I get the clone off and does parry that bubble there, which is nice. It's another parry opportunity there that he just missed.
He went for it again.
Yeah, gonna be costly with the forward strong. What I was saying, man, these Rockwall blast zones just really good. That down strong isn't quite powerful enough to really make use of the top blast zones that Orcane probably could with up air and up strong. Look cool in that situation though. That's trade that Ryzuul was definitely looking for.
Unsure of the parry there.
Yeah, tried to do a bit of a jab check, but doesn't quite work out.
Just a bit early for anything to really come out.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, I've never seen that.
The jab 1-2 and a dash attack is definitely not true, and mistech situation for Kirito. I'm not sure if he thought he was going to get hit in something else and just didn't react, but it was actually rather costly. Off stage hit. Cover the clone.
Oh, that was
is going to help. I think Kirito landed there, so his resources have been refreshed.
With DI?
Yeah. Strong air dodge really reversed that situation here, and we could see this edge guard reverse. That was nice.
Whoa.
Little turnaround up strong, get some momentum in, finishes off that stock, and you can see Drizzle's getting hungry for these bubble parries, so maybe that's something that Kirito can make use of. Because he's popping parries that aren't anywhere near Ryzuul, but Drizzle's still trying to parry. Definitely a conditioning thing that's really strong if you know your opponent's looking out for it. And we're seeing Kirito ride out that momentum this stock. That's a big 77% going into his last stock. That's a solid lead to have on a small stage like this.
Kirito looks like he feels very comfortable on this stage.
Oh, for sure.
He's doing what he wants to do.
Those cheap little hits there were really nice as well. Get that up strong kill. Alright.
Moving on to Aramata.
Game 1 for
Yeah, that was good. That was a good game.
Kirito there. Move on. Aramata. This is definitely a step down. But
if you were Drizzle?
No, this is...
No, if you're Kirito.
Yeah, Kirito's doing the stage bans. This is Drizzle's counter pick, which is a really solid stage for Ryzuul, but...
Yeah.
For Forsburn, rather, but this matchup, I'm not too sure, because you're giving Orcane a lot of grounded space. These high plats as well, which makes it scary. But then Forsburn has a lot of smoke stuff that he can stage, which makes it really nice for him. But I'm just always scared of these upper blast zones. We'll see how it plays out. Count it in. 3, 2, 1, go. You see, Ryzuul just wants to hold this top platform as much as possible in the matchup, I believe. That's the easiest way to sort of beat out Kirito. I'm not gonna say platform camping, but it's platform camping. Ooh, that weak hit bear knocks him back off, and
the cape as well.
Yeah. He got the percent up, but he did knock him back on, so there's a bit of a reset going there, but little cape hit.
You got that parry off too, and no punish, unfortunately.
Yeah. But 100%, nothing to scoff at a stage like this. Doesn't quite parry the side special there. Tries to trade with it, or at least maybe hit him before the hitbox comes out. Didn't quite work, but that down smash does kill. Got smoke charges now, so we want to see what he's going to do with this. I think Drizzle's the type of player who wants to lead that into a combust, which we see him do there, but not quite hit the right angles and spike with it. I think that'd be really powerful, because I don't believe Kirito had a bubble set up there. God. Kirito knows how to play the Aramata. Ryzuul, sorry.
Yeah.
It's a combo we've seen him do before at locals, and it's just so clean when it works. Kirito's trying to force himself into center stage here. throwing out some moves, rolling in. I think if Ryzuul just plays to the center well, he doesn't really have to worry about much how Kirito's playing. Strong back air to knock him off. Gives Kirito
a little bit of neutral B stall, managed to let him space that properly as well.
He's got 2 smoke charges, so he just needs 1 more to get that combust going. Off stage there. Sure if that little forward air was what he needed there. He needed to be edge guarding Forceburn from on stage in this matchup, I think. But god, that's a brutal restock for game 2.
That was a dominating game, absolutely.
We're talking about the momentum Kirito had in the last game, but I think all of that was just taken away from him. I think that second stock's definitely going into the highlight reel as well. Okay, so he needs to...
That's a 3!
Needs to bring back some momentum here, so Kirito's going to another comfort pick. To go back to Treetop, which we talked about in one of his earlier sets, is actually using him, so... Really because he's being pressured, which Ryzuul is really good at, so I'm a bit worried for Kirito going into this game, to be honest. Let's see how it goes for him. 3, go. Okay.
An interesting start.
Yeah, punishes the.
That was kind of just movement without really making any statements on space or anything like that. Things just happened.
Just a case of my option beats your option. Nothing more to it. Not much really movement there. It was just one player made a mistake, one player didn't.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, that was a bit late.
Burrito went down quite deep.
Punish that.
Yeah. That down air misses the tech, so he went up and.
Oh wow.
A lot of momentum from that bear.
To see that recovery. That was very well done.
Yeah, you could see him get the reverse there, but...
Oh, wow, he's moving fast.
He's definitely riding out this one.
He's really liking that reverse recovery.
I like that little air dodge to get out of the range of Ryzuul's attack and then back air him as well. Got combust though, and that little up air hit's gonna combo him straight into it. That's okay though, 132% is really manageable if Kirito just finishes off this kill and maybe misses an opportunity with a back air there. Not sure, but the bubble butt there will finish off the stock.
He's pulling them off very quickly and very cleanly.
Oh yeah. Seeing Drizzle's probably playing closer to the center at this. Choosing to see because Kirito is definitely getting pressured trying to take back center stage. He doesn't quite know how to do it.
Especially for an arcane player, Kirito doesn't deal well with situations.
Definitely doesn't like being cornered like that. Really tricky for an arcane.
That was a good little combo.
Based that would have a little further back, he maybe wouldn't have got hit there, and that would have really fantastic start for Kirito to finish off this stock, but it's just very even at the moment when Kirito is of course down a stock. Does need to finish this off. He does still have all of his resources available to him, and he uses them really well there. That was a very solid recovery for him, but looks like Drizzle's he's calling out these bubble butt options. 120, just needs to make sure that he's not making any mistakes here.
There we go.
But unfortunately, if you run into a back air, there's not much you can do about it. Yeah, I think that was just another case of Kirito being pressured by the small stage. Like, he struggled a lot when he was getting to these corner zones, and the platforms didn't do anything to help him.
I don't know about that, though. I feel like he made quite a statement a lot of times in terms of building his own space, but there was just a few times he'd go a bit overboard in terms of his movement.
Yeah.
Go too far.
He'd approach Ryzuul in interesting ways.
Yeah.
Try to close in the gap. That's the main thing. He didn't close in the gaps well. But maybe he thinks the small stage is what he needs, so he's gone to Spirit Tree. But I think this is much better for him than a Treetop would be. Those low platforms and the more flat nature of the stage is much better. Okay, in a lot of situations. Gonna be able to zone out Ryzuul a lot more, punish a lot of his landings a bit more easily. May force Ryzuul to defensive stop some of them. It'll be interesting to see how he adapts to this. Let's get into it. 3, 1, go. I do like that he takes the time to set up that bubble, the puddle there earlier on. Bit ambitious with the bubbles there.
Ooh,
Gets himself parried, and there's some big
forward
punishes that could be coming out here. And we do see that that conditioning is there though. Like Ryzuul wants to parry these bubbles every time.
And that was just poor timing on his part then.
That side special will not close the distance. Maybe punish is like an approach option, so maybe that was what Kirito was going for, but
He's just making a lot of very poor spacing choices.
yeah, that's a big thing. Ryzuul trying to punish and roll there, and
Oh, a roll in. What was that?
yeah, the tech in, not what you wanted. Must use the up special, close that distance. That was interesting. I'm quite sure what that really did though. He doesn't get the tech chase.
Rushed.
Yeah.
I think at this point he might be feeling it's a bit of the looming pressure of one game down.
Ryzuul's mixing him up with these clones and these capes as well. Like he's getting some very solid combo starters in. That's leading into those big hits that he needs. I see a clone combo happening? Not quite.
Nope.
Kirito's just denying that straight away. He doesn't want to get clone comboed. He knows bad things happens when clone's about. So shut that down, get the kill, no worries.
Orkane has a lot of ways to deal with that.
Yeah, I don't think clone understands what bubbles actually are. Ooh, nice parry on the clone there.
Well, yeah, but the punish wasn't so good. It could have been down tilt.
He's getting a lot more off this though. Down tilt.
Yeah.
A DIR doesn't actually get him much though. Oh, dang, we're seeing him struggle landing there.
Yeah, unfortunate. That'll close it.
Ryzuul just did a good job of sharking him out. That's all it was.
I don't think it's all it was though. It's
Just at the end there, I mean. Not in the...
Yeah, at the end. During the whole game, he kind of lost the cool that he developed at the start of last game.
Yeah.
With some of the more impressive moves he made, and his pacing was just constantly just too far, too short. Making very rushed decisions as well.
Okay, we're gonna go back into...
I might actually have to take off because I've got to eat something.
Fair enough, dude.
Is Jacob?
I know, this has taken quite a long time.
Jacob's playing Rocket League. Let's see if he wants to place me.
I can do some solo comp.
Yeah, you'll do fine. You're basically doing it anyway.
It's just nice being able to talk to someone else.
Yeah. Not feel the endless loneliness.
Yeah.
The echo of your own voice.
Alright, so we'll say goodbye to Ty now.
Goodbye to Ty now.
Bye to Ty. Everyone wave to Ty in the chat. Alright, I think he's off. Head straight back into win. And we are going to see Fell versus that. So, Oshi's been on a bit of a winning streak. This match in particular, because it's really bad for Craig. Really do not like this. One good thing about Ty not being after this. Start the next game. Oh, did Fel just baby dash by accident? Is that what I just saw? I'm not sure if Fel knows how to baby dash, but that was cool. Little Lily set up there, doesn't get him much percent, but ooh. Fel's trying to go for the big plays very early on. Doesn't catch the DI for the up air. That could have been very big. It's just resetting back. Looks like he was trying to maybe bait out that down special from the plat and didn't quite get the punish. But scary. If you space out too far that the down special Like, you have to commit to parrying it. That also means if you're not getting the parry, you're not getting the possible option to punish down special from the crag itself, rather than just parrying the projectile. No, I feel like you can play a bit closer if you want to punish it. Strong up airs there, takes the stock, and Mel's got a very commanding lead in this game 1. Rockwall as well, which I think is a very good stage from Maple, so he's definitely got Osu on the edge. Ooh, that was interesting. Because the Nair connects to Fel, the hitbox dictates on both sides that it has to go to the left, so the rock shards also move to that side as well, rather than going the opposite direction like you would expect. Big punishes coming out here. A cheeky up special actually worked there, which is interesting. I feel like Osu could have reacted a bit easier and got a punish here, but El's getting a lot out of them, so I don't blame him for keep pulling it out so far. Again, seeing it happen there, and that down strong doesn't quite finish that off, but he's got Fel on the ropes there. I feel like if he just forward strong instead of down strong there, while he was in the side special, maybe you wrap him first, like you seed him, hit him in the super armor, and then hit him again when he gets out of it. That's a really strong way to punish that side special from Crag. But while I'm explaining all that, Fel gets an easy up strong. Okay. Did have a pretty commanding lead at that. Really good for him. Game 1. Just setting myself. Got Treetop next. A bit of a tighter stage. Also means that Osu inherently can close in gaps much easier. Especially from those down special situations. We'll see how that works out. Okay, my mic just cut out, but we're back. Interesting that the up tilt clipped him there. That's what you need to be doing. That down special doesn't cover the area beneath Crag, so Osu playing from below and just coming up with an aerial was really good for him there. Looks like Fel's having trouble turning around before these up airs because he's not catching the DI option that Osu's choosing. Could see a big tether option here, but good on Fel for DIing out of that. That's very good reversal for him because that definitely could have been a stock swung on the other way. Doesn't punish the high pillar. That's one thing you really need to be able to do. The fast pillars that happen there are very scary. It looks like the Osu's doing a better job of punishing the low ones at least. A little down air makes it very difficult to drag. It's scary to lock yourself into a jab combo when he's planted, because eventually you are going to get hit, but you need to make sure that you're at least knocking your opponent back far enough that they're not going to get a punish off it. Wow, 191 and that up air does not kill. Air sends him off, and cover the up strong was probably all he needed there if he just played a little faster. Really planted there. Fel deals with it quickly and managed to get Osu just off stage. He's used up some resources, but that immediate side special gets him back on, which is really important for him. So he's burnt double jump and air dodge, and gets back on stage, and Fel just pressures him off straight away again. Eventually he will get there. That's the scary thing. If you have 10 more edgeguard attempts than your opponent does in that stock, do the math. So even if you're missing it 5 out of 10 of those times, eventually you're going to hit it. Trading blows a bit here. Oh, that was really dirty. Because of that pillar placement, it allows that down special to actually go on top of the platform, which is a bit janky and probably something that Osu wasn't looking out for. But because it was still active, even though it was broken, like that space, it worked out that way. Surprising interaction, but it was goes with the Nair mix-up, which is really good because Fel has been DIing up for the up airs. So see Osu's willing to make that adjustment. We're now going to have to see if if Fel's willing to as well. But again, these pillar combos that Fel's been doing, they've been working out for him so far. And that's another stock, another game. Lost that little pillar up strong he's done. Caught the aerial movement, the up air as well. Like Osu's going to switch it up, and rather than going for the treetop with the varying platform heights, we're going to go to Spirit. I think was a very safe pick that worked out against Mast. No, not Mast. Greedo. It was Greedo. See how that works out. Alright. Oh. Instant Lily's probably not what you want to be doing there. If you're going to plant Lily straight away, at least move to the platform so you're spacing yourself further out. Because we just see Fel rush in, get that first neutral exchange for free, basically. Good wrap with the side special, straight into Lily. And he's got him marked again, which is really important. And that low pillar is not going to be helpful here. Not sure why OC didn't react with the forward strong there, but that was a very easy stock taken if he just got the wrap there. Up air will seal it with the low ceiling. That's good. Yeah, just needs to reset here. Play patient. Not get hit by those fares. Nice that he's spacing himself out like that. And I was just playing around with how he's landing as well. I was about to say, he didn't overcommit to the pillar last time, but it worked for him there. That's another stock loss to that little pillar up strong shenanigans. Not really what you want to see. Yeah, reverse forward tilt's interesting. If you tilt boost, it's really, really good, and you can use it to pressure people off stage with it. But it normally doesn't work on just jab one, first hit, unless you space super close. It's weird. So I'm noticing a lot of the small things with grab play. It's just something that I like to pick apart. Osu's going big on it so far. That's another big combo that was shut down by the pillar. Maybe that's something that Osu just needs to get better at. He's not dealing with these pillar hits the way he should be. And maybe that's just because he's putting himself in a situation where he's going to get hit by it in the first place. If he recedes to the ground and crouch cancels, that's always a frame advantage. If he's in the air, Frag's always going to have the frame advantage. It means you need to choose your defensive option very carefully. It means you have to choose how you're DIing, if you're going to use your air dodge, if you're going to use an attack after that. That's so far not been working out for Osu at all. He loses that set 3-0 actually. Which is actually a big upset in my eyes. This is a player that Fel was very worried about coming into the bracket. Okay, I still have to sort out the next set of... But what we're going to do here is get Ryzuul in for some...
Hi everybody.
Hello.
Alright, so how does this work?
I'm sorting out replays. What I need is
am I on stream?
Mast versus... You are, yeah.
Oh, hey boys. This is SNC Junior here.
Mast and Ryzuul, I don't have your set.
I need to find the replays folder. If I just like...
Sorry.
Oh, okay, I can just do it there.
Mast and Ryzuul, I need yours. I'm assuming they're in this. These boys. I do have finals. I'll download those, and once I have a finished replay, that'll probably be the easiest way to do this. Do you know?
Yeah,
do you know where
replays.
to put them? But you good?
Yep. Just send them over. I hope people are ready.
It looks like we're missing another replay, gang.
What was the step? Can I have the bracket link, or I can probably find it myself actually.
I get the bracket link.
That's true. I won't then.
Yeah.
I'll close the stream so we have minimal feedback, or for me. Seven people. Jesus, I can't wait. So nervous. Your name in all capital letters.
Ugh. Okay, got some more coming in. So what I think I can actually do is get all the replays, the entire bracket, and then send them all to you. And then we can do top 4.
Oh, sounds good.
Well, that's a big batch.
Yep. That's well cooked.
I'm just waiting on, which unfortunately is the next set we have to watch.
Okay.
Oh my lord. Why do these boys not put them in? Love making it difficult.
You're gonna make them work.
I think I'm putting enough of the work in. Ready? Alright.
Yep.
Let me check if these are actually good to go. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. Got 1. I probably should count these out loud.
So do we just start the replay at the same time?
Yeah, I'll
At the
count
same
you
time?
in.
Oh, let's go.
I've got a finished replay folder. It's all good.
Yeah. How do I get a chat pop up again? There we go. I'm good now. I found it. Yep.
Need a
Yep.
most important part.
I need some constructive criticism.
Make sure you give some constructive criticism to Ryzuul. Go through.
Yeah, I'm a professional commentator, by the way.
I heard he's really getting into it.
Yeah, I'm going pro.
What's your favorite game to commentate, Ryzuul?
It'd have to be your crag.
Oh, so rivals? Just
No,
my crag.
your crag.
Okay. My crag is a game.
Are you in this
game of
bracket?
its own. No.
Yeah, I agree. That's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Then my second favorite would be Hamza's crag.
Rock Combat's a hype, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, you got all those right.
I prefer his move choice over yours. Actually, I think you should ask him for some like idea, like just brainstorming.
I don't know. If I want some tips, I go to Osu.
That's true.
First seed
He's
in this
tip
bracket, by
master.
the way.
Oh, that's hype.
Alright, I've got all my replays ready to never.
Alright,
ready.
I'm just loading in
First
the
one we
video
got.
game. Alright, is it extras? Yeah, okay.
You delete all your old ones?
No,
Okay.
that probably was bad. 2018. I'm trying to.
Are they in there?
I only have ones that I played.
Yeah, delete all your old
Oh,
ones
no.
and then.
Okay.
Because you probably had maxed out replays, so all your
Oh,
Right
okay,
in.
yeah.
aren't actually showing up, even though they're the most recent one. Because you
Yep.
didn't add them in game, they didn't. Bit messy. Easy, you know? Have 2 pages of replays. Really good now, because we're in top 4, everything's in order, so we can go looking. My favourite
That's
part.
good. So do I restart row or should it just be?
No,
right there?
just refresh it straight away.
Okay.
You
cool.
just exit
Here we
replay
are.
mode and go back into it.
Yeah.
You good?
So, OC Mast is the first one.
No.
No. Mast Drizzle
Yes.
on
Stage 2?
What's the stage called? Tempest Peak.
No, that's
page 2 has Master SOC. I think I have it in the wrong order. Just like,
there should be timestamps.
oh, recent? What the heck? Be timestamps.
Yeah, it should. Hold on, so
This is
Master
rough.
v Ryzuul on Merchant Port. First game we're going to be watching.
Okay. Master vs. Ryzuul.
I'll put it.
Okay, yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I got it. And then the next one's on Spirit Tree? Okay, cool.
No spoilering.
Okay. So you just hit watch at the same time?
Yeah, I'll count you in and then I'll cut this.
Alright.
Basically. You ready
Okay.
to go?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, here we
Oh,
go.
the Merchant Port stage. The Merchant Port game won a number of sets this tournament, and I think it's a very strong stage for Forsburn and Burn.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Drizzle's a big fan of the stage, I'm pretty sure.
It's a great
He
stage.
usually
for
always
Forsburn.
strikes it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting off tilt traded with the Shine.
I think it did, yeah, because that's the only move that would have
Yeah.
been fast enough in that situation. Driz definitely had the upper hand on him, and that trade really pulled away what could be a big punish.
Mast fishing for a double jump.
Gets the forward strong though, so gets some pressure and tries to edge guard from on stage, but doesn't quite judge the distance of that
DI.
up special. So that's a one stock swing right there.
Yeah, for Mast just trying to dash away. Drizzle caught him with the
That's interesting.
back air.
Mast is
Yeah, Drizzle's really interesting with his recovery.
but Mast was standing there, not really doing anything. He wasn't clearing smoke, and he wasn't pressuring fireballs to clear the smoke in front of the stage as well. Like he just threw one out right there that we saw, but obviously not at the height that he needed. But that's something that he could have been doing before to apply pressure during the edge guard.
Yeah, what he could also have been going for is a just a read on where he likes teleport in the smoke, and then just hard call that out next time.
Yeah, because obviously
But there
Forsman
was-
doesn't
I
have a
think there's too
hitbox.
many.
Doesn't have a hitbox when he pushes into the smoke. But yeah, there's
Yeah.
so many different variables. But I think edge guarding from on stage was definitely the right call.
Oh, I love
Hasn't
that
worked
forward
out
tilt.
for him. Down strong
Yeah,
does
you got
kill
a
off
bit
the
greedy
top
there
there.
with that up smash.
We're seeing some good smoke movement and bit of clone play there.
Yeah, Drizzle's use of his like grounded moves are really smart in this matchup. Really spaces himself well, just outside of what was Zetaben's that zone.
The triple roll across the stage to get that opening. That is
That's
disgusting.
very high level. I wasn't ready for that.
I wasn't ready for that. I would have lost to that, I think.
Not bothering to clear the bottom clouds.
But if you're moving off stage, well, it's a
Yeah, I'm really
risk.
liking Mass Punish game right now. He gets a lot of consistent damage.
He's honed in on
He
one
just gets
recovery
greedy.
option. Yeah, that's the thing. He's
Yeah. He really wants to get that kind of wants to close it out earlier. So he's just trying to pick out one option. That's
I think
game one
if
of
you're not
Drizzle.
reacting to those options, you at least need to be covering them in different ways, which Zetaban has ways to do. He can use that fireball to his advantage to sort of make that work. But
Yeah,
Ryzuul just play consistent.
taking it. Yeah, his back air placement there was really nice.
I think he's spacing with nice there. A couple.
He's just got a really decent understanding of where he can space, or where he can stand in neutral.
I think you can see a more
It's pretty-
developed game plan. Big thing. I think Mast
Yeah, that's true.
is feeling it
He's
out
very-
in the game rather than he's gone into the set already prepared for it. Whereas Drizzle,
Yeah,
he understands this matchup. He understands where he needs to. So I think we saw a lot of that in game one, especially with the way Mast was edge guarding.
yeah. But Mast's early game punishes were very strong. Oh, early
Yeah,
percent
it
punishes
evened
were
out
really
a game
strong.
that could have been very dominant, really.
Yeah,
But
Drizzle was winning more of the neutral exchanges.
in
I
game
feel.
2, we're going to go to Spirit Tree, which is a much smaller stage, and it will allow Mast to punish a lot of Drizzle landings, but it also allows for some recovery options that the platforms hanging off the side. So
Yeah, also, just quick thing before we get started. Drizzle, he really loves falling through those platforms and down airing the recoveries. So,
Yeah.
because it's an overhang.
really
So
allows him to
hopefully I
quite
get to see one of those.
Well, Mast
when you're
always
ready.
has the potential to do stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's true.
I've just realized I forgot to transition before, and everyone's... Sorry, guys. We don't have the result of this game, but yeah. I think they may know the timestamp.
Oh yeah. By the way, these custom skins I'm not a fan of. It's like Drizzles is okay, but I'm not a fan of.
I don't like the green and blue. It's a weird.
You gotta fix that shit.
It's like a green and purple.
whoops,
it's not even a blue.
whoops.
Green and blue works sometimes. The purple's not. I like Drizzles though.
Yeah, Drizzles is nice and simple.
Let's get into the game though. I'll count you in.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Standard start from Mast.
Yeah.
Drizzle's taking to a platform which I find interesting. Oh, what the heck was that?
Bit of a shine to pressure him down there. Does get back on stage.
Yeah, the angle it's sent at.
We saw in game 1 an interesting shine trade earlier on, and I think we're seeing Master use that to great effect in this stock here too.
Yeah, drops the punish. Good
And
down smash, that's it.
base himself so he can react to that recovery this time rather than hitting hard to it early on.
Yeah.
Which is what he needs to be doing there. Covers
Pulls
the
out
jump with
the
a nair, that was
full
nice, yeah. Definitely what you want to be doing on a flat stage like this as well. The more you get something like that,
the advantage of playing by feel is that you're a bit more unpredictable while also getting more solid grasp on your opponent. Might be breaking down his game plan.
yeah. Like that sneaky little up
Oh,
air.
that down smash is so nice. Mask's playing this really well.
Oh, until then, well, that wasn't actually Drizzle down the bottom there. He actually faked him
Yeah.
out. Did a bit of a clone
Good trick
fake
as well.
there.
Yeah. I think Drizzle's been experimenting well with how he can trip up himself. I think he trips up himself sometimes.
A lot of
How
people
good they
don't
are.
bother to cover the clone when it gets on stage like that because there's no need.
Yeah.
I know
If anything, it benefits.
it's not really
Force
developed in Australia, but a lot of the Forceburn players, when they're down low like that and the clone comes on stage, they try to pop the clone before they up special to provide some cover for themselves. But that little fake out that we saw, massive momentum switch in this game when Drizzle is down to his last stock. It's definitely what he needs to come back here, and that back air seals off that stock in a big way.
Yeah, I think Drizzle's catching Mast when he wants to dash it away, and therefore getting bad DI in his back air.
I think Master's getting a bit scared as well.
Yeah.
He's calling out some riskier options, and rather than covering stuff, he's
just trying to close it out, and that's it. Good down smash coverage. That might have covered the entire platform. Not entirely sure.
I don't think it did, but you know,
I liked it.
the more neutral exchanges that Mask caused, the better for him. Eventually, he did get that win. I forgot that again, but that's okay because we haven't seen. I'm getting back into the swing. But I was doing okay earlier, and then there was a. All right, got treetop though.
Should be only 2 voices, Abe.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Ready when you are, by the way.
Yeah, let's go. Treetop. 3, 1, go.
Right, getting
Go
in
there
here.
while I set up. That's interesting. I think Drizzle running off there sort of cost him that a bit of percent there, but these little jab pokes leading to some big stuff.
Interesting that the shine sent him at the perfect height to just no impact land on the platform like that.
Drizzle's taking a
Yeah,
page
it's
out of
got
Cake
set up.
Assault's book, only using back air because it's the only move you need.
Yeah, all gets burnt. I was expecting an air dodge combo. Okay, air dodge
So,
out of the up B
so
start.
powerful with Force Burn to just pressure your opponent off with those back airs.
Yeah.
This is one there, you could see him trying to go for it, sliding off the platform, which would mean very strong DI mix up there.
Yeah, I think Master's playing a bit overconfidently right now.
Nice use of the clone to poke him out, allows him to get the combust, which is really important, and does seal that kill. I wasn't sure it was going to kill off the
Reads
top
the
there.
angle.
Yeah, but diagonal angle, which just get it for him.
Good roll.
Obviously his movement in there. And any approaches.
Yeah, Drizzle's been getting a lot better of his hit falls, I think they're called.
Yep. Really important at
Yeah.
all levels of play. But if you want to maximize your combos, you definitely need to get those in at as quickly as possible. Especially with the up air stuff.
hit
If you get
fall.
some hit fall up airs going, you can true combo into a lot of stuff as Falls Burn.
Yeah. And by the way, hit fall is when you hit an opponent with any move and you fast fall the hit lag of the move connecting to reach the ground faster, so you have more time to follow up.
Yeah, so fast fall on hit is the basic explanation.
A bit different to Smash, but it's still really
Very
awesome.
unique mechanic of Rivals that changes up how
It also looks really pretty.
aggressive play works in this game.
Or okay, it goes for a greedy roll read and gets punished.
I'm glad Master
Not sure if
called
it's
him
in
out for it.
rower, but you take more knockback when you're charging a Smash attack.
Yep,
strong attack,
definitely in
sorry.
Rivals.
Yep.
That's another staple of Smash series that's crossed over here. That down strong will
Down
finish off
smash,
that.
I didn't expect it to KO
I think
that.
it was a bit sloppy on the DI.
Yeah, I'm
not-
at
not a perfect
another
angle.
dash back. Yeah.
Gets the clone in. Too much with it, but he does get back on stage. Jab down tilt, so he's going for the dare there, and him trying to go for something big, but Mask crosses back onto
Yeah.
stage and does land now, which was really important because it was keeping him up there for a long.
Good deception with the smoke.
Interesting, Mask was
Doesn't take it.
that trade prevents the strong hit from the combust killing there, so
Hits with the knife and that's game.
tracks the landing.
In 3. Drizzle up 2-1. I think I started that one a bit earlier than you did, by the way.
Yeah, that was mine.
Yeah. So it's on go, right?
I forgot to set the keybinds. These trains play mouse. How about a rival? Something small I maybe could
Cheap
have set up
play.
for next time.
Yep.
Anyways, let's go into the next game. We've got Frozen Fortress. It's an interesting call. I think this is a very strong stage for Fallsburn, actually. Allows for some platform camping with smoke and easy ways to sort of stall out recoveries, which is really strong.
Yeah,
as
but I think the
Fallsburn.
way that Master's playing, I think a larger playfield would be better, as we saw before. He was trying to create
I
more
just-
space by dashing back.
I'm not certain the platform layout. Officially.
Yeah,
The size
that's
is
true.
platform layout. Probably not. But we don't know what Drizzle
well,
banned,
we'll see.
so we'll have to see how this game plan plays out. He's definitely adapted a bit to Drizzle and seen some more solid play
Yeah.
for him in the last couple of games. Let's
I
get
did
into
think he's
this.
playing a bit overconfidently though. We'll talk about that more.
Sometimes that's what you need online.
Yeah. That's very true.
Let's get into it.
I'm ready when you are.
2, 1, go.
Alright. Parries the fireball. Made a statement in neutral.
That's what it is. If Master's gonna do it every time, at least punish him for it.
Yeah, just
I mean-
tell him to sit down a little bit.
I don't
saved
mind
it
him
for last
taking
game, I
top
reckon.
platform and making smoke or making a clone while Master's playing around with fireballs at the start, but parrying
That
is just as
triple
strong a
forward tilt was
statement.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. That off tilt was really crazy. The Zetaban off tilt catch the drift back on his jab.
Not sure if that Fallsburn fair got a reverse hit there, combo into that hit on the platform.
Oh, interesting. The starting hitbox of his side B, and then the projectile actually covering the tech away from Drizzle, and that seals up the stock. Well, that converted into the stock.
Trying to commit to a parry read there and sort of pressures Master into the corner where Drizzle's eventually going to take that stock with some DI in. Looks like Master's scared to go off stage a little bit there. But
Oh,
His
that
side
was
blast zones are-
spicy.
his side blast zones are pretty forgiving, so going off stage may not actually be as scary. That clone coming in, and fortunately he didn't realize which one the clone was. Drizzle did use his jump earlier in that recovery, so
Oh, is that it? No, it's not. That's got a
Interesting-
second chance at life.
interesting that he spaced himself so far back for that. He was trying to cover a low angle, but the high angle is just very easy to recover as well.
Oh my lord,
Would
just relentless.
Could have definitely taken that down there, but
Oh, and the mask gets him.
a little bit of a
That-
dash dance to celebrate. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're feeling yourself coming
Get
into the
yourself
next
hyped
stock.
up,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what it is.
But as I'm saying before, Master isn't getting caught off with his bad DI as much because He's got more space to work around with, so he's spacing a bit further away. While in the other stages, he tends to get clipped out of his dash.
It's difficult on the smaller stages trying to survive, but also not DI hard into this stuff. Like it enables a lot of the DI mix-ups that you'd expect to be much stronger than they should be.
Yeah, he's also just controlling where Drizzle's moving a lot more. He's just not letting him go to the platforms as much.
Oh wow!
Oh wow, that was a great conversion.
Fresh him off stage with a down strong, and that shine into the dare was just really solid.
Yeah, Alright. So I kind of just want to rush into this next game. That was
no need to talk about it. Let's get straight in. Game 5 situation. We're going to Tempest Peak, so we've got some jank coming in. Let's get into it.
Can't wait.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright.
We want to ride out this momentum just like Mars wants to ride out this momentum.
Similar start to last game.
Yeah, I honestly think going to the platform and just making a clonal smoke is better than committing to the parry.
Yeah, I guess so, but Master's actually like pressuring him. He's got him in the corner, which Evan's very good at abusing, just because of the fire mechanic.
I guess he felt like he needed to be rewarded for it, and tried to read that little roll in there and didn't quite get it. But
yeah, but earlier Master's been going for a lot of double jump reads or full hop reads.
Yeah,
with fairs.
Seeing it right there as well, the weak hit fair into the up air. Really good, but on this stage, those upper blast stones just little forgiving.
Aren't low enough, yeah. Try to go for a reverse air and a back air, I imagine, from that.
Ooh, interesting.
Up the in with a roll.
Yeah.
That was the most intelligent play of this game. That was some high level stuff.
I was expecting him to maybe up special just directly down, just make sure you're landing.
Yeah, he just goes in.
You can't read a madman.
Plays. Yeah.
Carry on the cape and
playing off feel. That jab was really good.
The way he covered the tech there was so smart.
Yeah.
That's something we don't see a lot at this level of play, like the no tech mix up to prevent the tech chase.
Yeah. Ooh, he lives.
Got combust coming in though.
Deadavan.
So just one solid hit and lost all of his smoke and stock was swung the other way. So that's a commanding 2-stock lead from us now. And Ryzuul thankfully closes out that stock now before it gets too troublesome. He's only taking 13%. He can definitely ride this out with those strong fairs that he had coming.
That up B.
Sent off stage and Fallsburn, no resources but does land.
Yeah, Master's just running a train on him.
Oh.
This is correctly playing overconfidently. Oh, that's shown.
Just needs to cover this angle and...
Oh, the fight didn't last long enough.
Just lost it before the upstrong came out, but...
Okay.
He's covering these
Mast
landings.
Really took control. Game 5.
All over him.
That was an awesome set. Well played by both players. I'm gonna quickly just go to the bathroom. I'll be back in like very shortly.
That means with Bell getting the 3-0 on OS finals, we are going to see OS last final set. So get into Grand, marking them out. Going. Like game 1, it's going to be on merge. I've said many times, interesting data to take Zeta. But I'm trying to think of what our other options are in terms of starters line as well. But we have Rockwall, which I think is a strong stage for Maple that probably would. Got Fire Capital, Serial Gates, Merchant Port, and there's something. What's the 5th stage? Not Aramata, is it? That doesn't sound right. I don't even know what the other starter is. Turning 20 mode on to see. Oh! Tower of Heaven, of course. Aramata is not a starter. Oh. If I were to do strikes here... I don't know, I feel like if they had the decision between Merchant Port and Tower of Heaven, you'd pick Tower of Heaven rather than Merchant Port.
Is this for their starting stage?
Yeah, it seems like everyone's picking Murphy as their starter.
Measure World's a good stage, man. Just nice.
Starter against
nice
Zetaban, though, I think it's tough. I'm not sure.
That's true.
Not sure if
I kind of like it in this matchup depending on the Zetaban player, though. With a player like Mars that likes his space, I'm not really too sure how it works, but
yeah.
Mayfield can like lock Zetaban down in the corner really well because they're just giving up all that stage.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's more a player thing rather than a matchup thing.
Alright, but you've got the next set lined up.
Yep.
Alright.
OC vs Mast.
I'm all set up and ready to go.
I'm ready.
3, 1, go. Let's get into losers finals, boys.
I'm actually really excited to watch OC play.
Yeah. Definitely the
as a Mave player
big
myself, trying to learn some
up
stuff.
and comer. Past month, I suppose.
I've noticed that OC's a bit more defensive outside of Maples. Like he's like very bait and punish.
But when he does get that punish, he makes it work, and he goes deep for a lot of stuff as well.
That down smash covered everything. That was really smart.
Yeah. Had him pressured at the edge, so just had to wait it out.
Lily bites him. Not my girl. Goes for a preemptive down tilt.
I don't like how
Gets
Maple
the fire
can
down.
do this little side special into jab approach. It's really difficult to counter as any character, really.
Mayfield's a very strong character in this patch.
It's just making sure that he's getting the height to maybe prevent some of Mast's full hop reads that we were seeing earlier. These up airs are actually coming in pretty strong, and
I wouldn't surprise if he just calls him out with an up B at some point.
Oh!
Lily with the assist.
Definitely could have DI'd that differently, but OC made it work. Yeah, he held on until the very last second, basically.
OC getting started.
Big side special combos coming in. Second one didn't finish up anything for him, but he's got wrap available if he wants it. And I dare say we may see a tether combo coming in soon with Master up this high.
Ooh, but Master not giving up.
Yeah, a little defensive up.
We're seeing this
really
relentless
nice
play, like in the Ryzuul set, but he's struggling to find his footing versus a faster character.
Okay, so finished off that stock with the up air, Mask failing to DI out of it, and that was really interesting. The side special to the reverse side special in the opposite direction.
Crouch cancelling the Zetaban fire. Interesting.
Yeah, it works, man. Second back is not much for him.
It's just punish games, very kind of similar to Mess, where it's really good, like just consistent early percents.
Yep.
Just rack up that damage, but they kind of fail to close it out.
I think that's something we'll maybe see
afterwards.
Osu develop later on set as well. Like, this is more of a comfort game. Let's figure out what Master's doing, how he's DIing certain combos, like the ups that we're seeing right here.
And that's it.
Closed out 2 stocks with that combo, and that's something that Master can definitely escape from if he just gets the right DI.
So, second match coming up, Mass counter picks to Spirit Tree, which was quite common in his sets. Oh, I assume so. So it might be a player thing.
Also been very common. Commented on it earlier how strong on these side platforms, how easy it is to get some of these wrap combos, and that's been a very defining factor every time we've seen Maple on this stage. So this could actually be a risky counter pick, but let's hope Mars sticks it.
Yeah, but comfort over any matchup niches, I'd say.
Yep. Let's get into it though.
I'm ready when you are.
3, 1.
So he's immediately planning that Lily up there, as you were saying before.
See Master wait out before he fireballed then? That was pretty...
Yeah.
That up tilt covers the little tech in there, and...
That DI on the fair was really questionable.
I really like
I wonder if OC's one of those guys that holds down when he wants second place.
I'm definitely one of those guys. Oh no, he doesn't quite get back on the stage there, but he does land. And
I think a fair would have been better there. Or calls out the parry.
Little patience play there.
Plus with the confidence.
And that's gonna kill off the top.
Let him know. Master, okay.
Osu definitely had some different
got-
options with his up air to drift out there, but
Mass calls it out.
are we gonna see an up B?
Osu didn't respect Mast enough, and Mast was like, "No, mate, you gotta respect me."
He won a number of those exchanges, but didn't quite finish it off. But that
Ooh.
little tech chase with the upstrong was really nice to finish that. Lily coming in
Yeah.
as a Brower gang, that was cool. That was interesting.
Yeah, these two play neutral very similarly.
Yes,
I'd
definitely.
say.
See the similarities in how they're trying to wait out stuff and how they're moving.
Yeah, very bait and punish.
A little bit of fade back going on here. But it's also part of how they want to play this matchup as well. That Rap's coming
Yeah.
in a gang,
Ooh,
locks him off
back
stage. He had all of his resources, so committing hard to the
Got
ground
strong.
there was interesting because he really could have gone to the wall and maybe used the double jump and your air dodge to wave land on.
Yeah, the up strong covered all the high angles as well, I imagine.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, up
actually.
smash taking it. Yeah, OC's definitely looking to optimize Smith punch game as far as he can. Or so he would go for the option that covers the most.
That's
Oh, that
the
way down the floor.
third parry attempt in a row that Masters whiffed, and he's lost a lot of momentum in this stock now because of it, where he had Osu on the ropes before.
Yeah,
Rolls through the
playing
Lily
really
this
confident,
time.
but just lost all the juice.
You see the hard DI in there. He does not want to get wrapped by Lily, and that's
Yeah.
such a danger at this percent because Spirit Tree
Oh, that
is so
missed.
small that a down strong
DI.
like that is going to just absolutely demolish you with that DI.
Jesus. Mass just letting it one rip, as we say.
That's all you need, baby.
Yeah, he knew that he would be trying to run away from him. Just smacks him. Claws him. Get him out.
Let's quickly go into the next game. Got Treetop coming
Okay.
up.
Yep.
Count us in. 3, 1. Interesting we are coming here because it means Osu and Mast have similar game plans. They want to stick to small stages, but the change in platforms here make a pretty big difference to how both characters are able to recover. And
Yeah, I think it's kind of very interesting too with how they play neutral. Playing on a smaller stage might make it more favored in Mast because he's been making more confident reads while OC's been really focusing on that reactive style.
something we've commented
Carries the
heavily
forward
on in
tilt.
other sets that have been on this stage. That small space does pressure you. Neutral exchanges. It's a
I
pretty
think that might be it for Mast.
Oh, but he did
no,
land.
He lands on stage with
4 DI.
OC covers it. Yeah, Maple forward strong, not as powerful with
Oh, the
Drift
reverse
DI.
forward tilt into Lily! That's
OC's
crazy.
gone off. Oh, the Lily bites him.
I like the little jab forward tilt, the reverse forward tilt. It's very strong on Maple
Oh, that
because
shine
of
spike.
how little whiff lag you're going to have on jab 1. It's something that I've seen OC use to great effect.
Yeah. Gets a seat on him.
Doesn't cover the roll there with the up strong, and Ryzuul should get back on the stage.
No fear.
Yeah,
OC playing really confident right now.
definitely something
Knowing
Mast
that
could
he
have
has
done
to make
something
aggressive
about.
plays
But
on this stage.
Mast just needs to tack on some percent
Just
right now. He's
wouldn't
Yo's out of that up
go
air,
for
and
it.
hey, a bit worried about that Lily getting the wrap there, but Mast has used up all his resources again before he's up
Oh
special,
my
which
lord.
means OC's free to just whiff that that up strong.
Yeah, OC's just, his style has changed, making a lot more aggressive decisions.
That second
Just
side
calling out
special
when Mast wants to
definitely
take
could be
take-
costly. Mast really needs to finish this stock. That down strong
that's it.
covers the tether
Oh,
on reaction.
he lives.
I think he still has. Yep.
And that's it.
No,
No, he's not.
He's definitely
I
still alive.
clearly
here.
do not play this game enough.
Oh, he read the movement from the side special, but didn't react with an up strong. Mast definitely could have finished that stock off, and it's gonna be very costly if he
This
keeps
is-
getting hit like this.
Oh,
Waited out the parry
Oh
with the
my
dare. That was very smart. Off
jab
stage
forward
and
tilt.
Mast not marked
Oh, up.
and does cover the air dodge there with the up air.
But this is Mayful. She's a very volatile character, let's say.
Yeah, once you get Zetaman off stage, it becomes a very different game. Like you just need to
Yeah.
cover the options, and it's a free edge guard almost every time. But at
Oh,
100,
man.
100%, the tether Ooh!
Oh my! That was clutch.
He
I was not expecting that whatsoever. Osu was in control the entire match.
He tethered the wrong way, gone above him, and because of changes that have been made in recent patches, that slow option actually allows Mars to get the up air out and convert off what would have been a guaranteed stock from Osu.
That was ridiculous.
That is such a costly mistake for him.
Jeez Louise.
Osu's really gifted Mars that game.
Oh, gifted is a strong word, but I'd say that Mars made a very clutch play, let's say.
Very clever to get that up air out. Definitely,
yeah, just...
he tethered to the other side to get that up air.
Mast letting one rip, let's say. You just gotta go for it. Yeah, Osu's probably... Knowing him, he's probably laughing about it, but on the inside he's like, man, that should have been my game.
I'd be so shook up.
Yeah.
But...
let's see if he shakes it off in this next game, though.
Yeah, we got Terror of Heaven coming.
Or will Mast take it? Because he does have a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, it's very strong to have in this situation. It feels like
Mast having the momentum as well.
Master shook him enough to change the counter pick. Let's get into it.
Yep.
Tower
of Heaven.
Yeah. 3, 1, go. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I'd imagine since the stage is a little bit larger, it'd be more, the neutral would play out very similar to games 1 and 2.
I'm predicting we're going to see some more tether kills because of that as well, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Just the way these platforms line up make it really nice to get some of these up air combos too. That was a situation where we could have done like the jab reverse forward tilt that Osu's been pulling out, and Downstrong not going to cover that up special angle.
Yeah, I think Osu is a bit better at tech chasing than Masters at the moment. But Masters better just hit confirms. Maybe that's just the nature of the characters.
Osu's taking control of the ground floor, as it were, and Masters really playing from these platforms for a lot of that stock, but getting back to center stage proved difficult for him there. That was...
holds down for that down smash.
Hey man, maybe he could have crouch cancelled it, you don't know.
Yeah, maybe he was going for the arms attack. Even though it's not possible.
It actually is in really weird situations.
Yeah.
It's a bit mental.
Forward air DI was a bit questionable. Osu's still on fire.
Both his character and his mentality.
Yep. You gotta be one with your character. Misses the sweet spot there, but Matt's still in the good position to take this stock. Definitely has advantage right now. Lost it.
I really like that Nair mix up there. He's been relying on the up airs this entire set, so that little quick Nair seals that kill.
Gets clipped. I'd assume it's an accidental jump or try to go for a Nair.
Both players have been so good at preventing landings.
That tech was ridiculous. Oh my lord, Osu, how did you not get that?
Yeah, I expected the tether to sort of get him hit there, but
yeah,
just the perfect amount of momentum to prevent that.
Osu really wants to close this out.
This time that up strong and center stage.
Yeah, both these players, they're just
very nice call out on the side
very desperate.
But
desperate for that last hit, and that's up there. 2-2, game 5. A lot of game 5s this tournament. A lot of last games. Game 3, game 5s. So, final game will be played on Frozen Fortress.
Very close games this entire set.
Yeah, I'd imagine this game is going to be a bit more campy. Yeah,
just due to the large nature of the stage. Yeah, it's interesting.
I'd say the matchup too, very volatile.
Oh yeah. I don't know how this is going to play out because on one hand you're giving Maple a lot of space, on the other.
Yeah, but Osu actually has been the one to call out Mast on more of his dashbacks and his jumps.
Yeah.
But Mast goes for more of those aggressive plays. Osu's just been playing his game and just doing what he knows best. Just going for the...
Hold on, I think I've got this gate turned up too much on the...
Okay.
Sorry, boys. Like that when we're commentating at locals from last time. So it's getting late. I'm not being as loud.
Yep.
Let's rock into game 5.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright. Interesting. Oh.
It's definitely better for Osu. Having
Yeah,
your opponent marked
Osu's definitely
early into the
taken-
stock is really strong.
Yeah, Osu's definitely trying to
Ooh.
take a back seat in his neutral. Definitely trying to take more of the stage by giving up more stage.
But Master's pressuring
no sense.
all the different options that Osu's choosing as well. That little up tilt to cover the down special from above before was really nice too, and he hasn't
Well, that
managed to
jab
get
was really
much at
nice.
this end of this stock. Both players are now
Yeah.
at pretty high percent here.
Yeah.
Down air and pulls out some
Up
of his
air.
movement here.
I assume that's another error meant to tether. Or might have been trying to call out an air dodge from Mast and tether off of the air dodge.
Interesting. One of the ways Osu is trying to defend himself against these fireballs was actually the seed there, and the Lily actually gave Master an opening because it ate the seed up before the fireball connected.
Yep.
So
Oh, goes
Lily
for
actually
a-
hurt Osu in that situation.
Ooh, Nair doesn't take it just yet.
Yeah, good DI in the Nair that time, so maybe Master's woken up to
Ooh.
that mix-up.
The bite smash.
Yeah.
That was gonna sting.
Oh man,
Oh.
Master didn't know how to play around Lily in that
So
situation.
close. Yeah, but Master's definitely.
Covers the
in control.
jump and wow,
Yeah,
without any
Osu's been a
resources
bit
and
more,
with that harsh
bit
DI.
more reserved. But that isn't gonna work versus a confident Mast. You gotta match his aggressive style.
See, Osu's
Ooh.
moving more now.
Oh my lord. Oh, he's turned it up. Oh, nice waveland down smash.
He's planted Lily on the opposite side of the stage here, which is interesting. I'm not sure what benefit he sees. What the hell?
Oh, okay. Hits first game 1 combo. Let's go.
He just shuts me up completely there. That's some
Yeah,
next
last
level
stock,
stuff.
game 5. Yeah.
Setting himself up for the forward
Yeah,
tilt if Master gets past him.
Yeah. Osu's playing very reserved right now. He's just really banking on
Oh!
Mast being over aggressive. And he takes that with the double fair. Oh. It shot me up too. Osu's a madman.
If Osu was going to win
I did
that
not
set-
expect that to close out. I thought he'd jump up after the first fair, just let him recover to
Yeah.
edge guard him, but he's like, no. We're closing this out right
making
now.
a statement.
For sure.
Jesus.
And that was Losers Finals, correct?
That's it. That's losers finals.
Oh my lord.
So we're going to go straight into grands, and we've got Osu versus Fel. I have
Yeah,
no
so
idea
Fel-
how we're going to go in this set because
Yeah, so
Fel was
coming
really
from winner's
dominant
side.
with a 3-0 in winners finals.
Yeah.
There was definitely a few key things that Osu needed to work on that maybe he's had to think about in between
Yeah.
sets. So we're hoping to see some adaptation.
So
Riding off that,
this
that
is
double dip, you've got to think spirits are high.
Yeah,
He's
for
pumped
sure.
himself up.
but he's probably, knowing him, he's probably still pondering about the previous score. He likes to I feel like he likes to reset his mindset after every set.
Yep.
While momentum is good, he values consistency. Having a clear mind going into something shakes off habits that you might have picked up from the last match.
Yep.
Either way, this matchup, both of us maining a character on the screen, hopefully can provide some actual information.
Oh yes, for sure.
Yep.
Let's get started though. Grand finals,
Okay.
kick it off. It's getting late. Let's get into it.
Tower of Heaven.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright.
I love this stage. Oh, he's
So,
actually gone with the
Fel
down B
rocking the down
tag.
B tag.
What a legend.
Definitely beat me with down B only in one game.
So these dash attack
I'd like to
mix-ups
see how
are really
Osu
powerful.
plays this compared to how I did vs Fel. I feel like I did neutral. I played neutral decently.
Well,
I
one
got
thing
tripped
that
up
he's
by a lot of
already
his down Bs. Ooh. Fel just not caring about the little hits that Osu's getting and just hits him with that fair. Yeah, I feel like Fel's he plays how he acts in person. He's just sort of like a silent killer that just doesn't care.
Just these down specials that we're really watching out for. Down specials and pillars, dude. That's
Yeah.
Fel's whipping out the entire kit here, basically.
Up the top kills him. Reminded me of set at December Rambat where it should have, but
You've definitely watched back that set and been salty about that.
Multiple times. I'm trying to learn, bro. Alright.
Don't like Fel whipping out these forward strongs. I know Osu's at 8%, but come on, you've got to earn those.
Yeah, a common trend with these players, when they're getting hit or when they're trying to close out that last hit, they're very quick to decide on what options they should pick. Oh my lord. Okay, Osu is playing with the confidence.
Needed to drift back after that first fair though, because
jumps over the down special. Truly a master at this matchup.
Okay, that's what he needed to be doing earlier. He's punishing these pillars now, and that end lag is forcing Fel in situations where he's just going to get into these up air traps that we all know and love.
Fel's playing really weird, I'd say. He just sort of stands still for a little bit, then he just like comes up and forward as you in the face.
Then he'll commit to one of 3 crucial options. He's very special heavy. That's one thing that I've noticed.
Up smash?
Quite a bit about his Crag.
Yeah,
Pillar combo does work for him. I wonder if he's... Yeah. That's a big thing when you...
Up to the pillar helping him.
When you do use the pillar in that situation, you have to have an escape plan for how you're going to get off safely, because a lot of the time, especially a character like Maple with such a good up air, you can snipe their escape option. Covers the tech in with a down strong and DI.
Osu taking game 1. That was very dominant. Fel was letting him overwhelm him a lot. And playing with that fire that he had the last set, which I did not expect.
He's changed up a lot of things, and you can really see how it's impacted
he's just going
that
and making
game.
the aggressive plays. Which I do really enjoy seeing. Especially with a lethal punish game as good as his.
Okay, so we're going to go to quite a large stage here, which I think is both good and
seen
bad.
The set in the top 4, or the stage in top 4, or to my knowledge. I'm not sure if they went here in the winners finals.
No, I don't believe so. I think it's actually a very even stage, and it's probably not the counter pick that Fel was looking for, because a lot of the time Maple's going to killing Crag off Gimps or off the tether combos off the top, which she's going to be getting at those high percents regardless.
Yeah, but Fel I think his neutral style works better on this stage than it would on, let's say, Tower of Heaven. Having a not a top platform sort of helps him play that walling style that he likes to have.
I'm not sure. These low moving platforms may mess with him a little bit. I'm not 100% convinced this is the right call, but we'll see what happens.
It might be a comfort pick. I'm ready when you are, by the way.
Alright, let's count it in.
Your mic cut out.
It did, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, count it in. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright. Here we are.
Instantly,
straight to the platforms and getting destroyed for it. Oh my lord.
Even drifts into the down special, so he gets hit by it as well.
Yeah.
For the full-on.
Oh my god, Osu's playing like a madman.
Commits to that down strong and allows Fel to do the fast pillar.
Yeah. Fel's not used to being disrespected like this. Like, in neutral. He's just getting run over.
Hey,
just trying desperately to
could have done something with Lily there.
Oh my...
Good thing he didn't, because we are seeing it play into this now, but...
Yeah, Fel not being able to set up his walls.
Nice.
This is why it's such a rough matchup for Crag. Letting Maple overrun you like this is very hard to deal with.
Yeah. Tried so hard to pressure that wall recovery that didn't really do anything about the high recovery options that Maple has. Down strong, maybe not the right option at 50. Looks like Osu's adapted though. He's doing much better at escaping these little pillar combos that Fel really made some use of in winners finals. And that is going to kill off the sides there. But I remember Maple is a light character. Roll.
Yeah.
Dude,
oh my god.
I like that he's parrying that.
I would have never parried that in my life.
I like it.
Yeah. He's been getting those a lot. Down there. Get nice tech, but gets the forwarder. Takes him out. Yeah, Osu. What he's doing, he's not waiting like as much as he like normally does. Like he just like gets Fel to just pick an option because he has been overrunning him. He knows that Fel's looking to get that hit rather than wall out. So he's just waiting for that option, then like taking that hit super far because his advantage state this game has been incredible.
It's interesting. The start of this stock, Fel sort of slowed himself down just to make sure he wasn't making the same mistakes, but now that we're deep into this stock, we're seeing him land in the same ways again. We're seeing in those down specials that he's been pulling, and unfortunately that parry will lose Osu that stock.
Was it out?
But
yeah, well, we've been talking about Osu a lot. Fel's been, when he does get like that one crucial hit, he does make sure that he still gets good positioning value afterwards. Very
interesting trade there. Leads to that kill off the pillar.
So current 2 lead for Osu.
I just think Fel needs to drop some of these options that he's choosing. The specials are putting him in danger that could be avoiding.
Yep. Just a bit. Yeah, not sure what he could do better as I'm not very savvy from the Crag side.
But
anyway, I'm ready to hop into game 3.
He was confident with the stage choice though, so he is going to bring it back to Ethereal Gates.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Right.
Thanks. A bit
Getting
more
a mark right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Fel trying to establish more of a ground game.
So rough though. I don't think ground game is really the perfect way to play this matchup because it's something you're going to be outclassed in so much. At TI in
you really need to be making hard calls on what the Maple's doing. You can't really play too reactive, I'd say. You gotta play more, just like apprehensive.
I think one of the largest weaknesses of Fel's Crag though is just very linear in its game plan, how it wants to approach every situation, how we reset to neutral and we rely on these options every time. Like where he uses down special there. If it doesn't get punished or if it doesn't get hit, he's pulling the rock every time just because it provides him the space to do so, which is good, but then he's not really doing anything to mix up his rock usage. It's really big.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be reacting to a lot of what, reacting off what hits he's getting to. Like he seems to be throwing out something, expecting it not to hit, but it does hit and he's just not sure what to do, or I'm not sure. But Osu's really been just taking control.
Fel did sneak in that up strong to finish off that stock before it got out of hand, but now getting pressured here. Good weight after the up air. And
weight in the wall, reacts to the raw roll.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Crag is Fel's been using a lot of jabs, which I feel like are very strong against Maple.
That's something that we haven't seen in previous games though. It's an adjustment that I think he's made in these last 2 stocks. And it's definitely worked out a little bit better for him. We see this stock be much more even in comparison to some other games so far. Yeah,
you sort of got Osu to respect him a bit more, or Osu has lost his momentum.
A bit dangerous pulling the rock there when you're marked. It does give Osu an opportunity to tether, but it does land and
gets clipped.
Interesting little shard angle. What's interesting there, if you land on the rock and the shard's coming out, you actually have no way to defend against that anymore because it's impossible to parry. So you have to jump and air dodge to prevent yourself from getting hit from the shards.
I didn't know you could parry it.
You could in previous patches. Last few patches that got changed. So it's actually...
So up B, I would have preferred a down tilt on that rock to send the rock shard to the diagonal angle, but Osu's clearly figured something out.
One thing that Fel is at least keeping consistent and not making the mistake of doing is when he's pillaring high like this, he's just jumping off immediately. One thing that can be very dangerous is staying on the pillar and then having Maple throw a seed and break the pillar while you're standing on it. So at
Yeah,
least he's
Fel also is a very he loves using just down.
hasn't landed here, so he had no resources and didn't actually allow himself to get back to wall. He perhaps could have side specialed
Swift
to
3-0.
have another attempt at it, but when you've got no resources off stage like that, it's always going to be grim. But
Yeah. Surprisingly enough, they start off on well, not surprisingly. Fel's still comfortable with this pick, and Osu's won on the last couple of times, so I think they're both happy to stay on this stage. But the starter for the second set, the bracket reset, is Ethereal Greats.
Yeah, let's jump into it.
Alright. Ready when you are.
3, go. Yeah, after you've won twice on this stage, I wouldn't be worried about banning it anymore. I think it is a very even stage in this matchup, and it's probably the best starter stage you could go to because of that.
Also really while I said it suited Fel's style before, I think Osu's making it work with his style. He doesn't stay back as much because he's not threatened by what Fel's throwing out.
Yeah.
He just knows where to stand, and he knows when to punish what he's going to try to do.
And Osu's staying very grounded on
been
this stage as well, which is really strong against Crag.
Yeah, typically Fel's been going for a lot of dash attacks, a lot of down Bs.
So that parry. And
Oh, that roll.
allows him to roll all over him. Next that up air.
Yeah, I think he might have thought it'd run out just at that point, but it didn't, and that converts into the up air, takes the first stock.
Bit slow on that tether. Unfortunately, does not get the fast tether that he needs. Because Fel did get out of hit.
Fel's establishing more of a dominant neutral game now. Osu's letting him. Well, it's more so on Fel's part. He's decided to. He's got a little bit more of a. Got more confidence back in him. It's like it's a new set. Game counts 0-0.
Again, we're seeing that down special
struggling
create space.
Yeah. Osu's finding it a lot more difficult to create his own space.
Oh,
Triple
very
up
big off the top there, but that large stage actually does help quite a bit. That was nice.
Game 1 combo. Oh. Off smash.
Well, if he's not getting hit by the Lily, you just need to read the tech option, and
yeah.
that tech in was definitely not what you wanted. His tether was actually...
Tether's in.
It was interesting. I definitely would have stayed on the stage there.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to question Osu after he shut us up so many times about everything, so I'm just not going to question his decisions.
Do you guys out of the up air? That's very big. Maybe...
Yep. He gets hit by Lily.
And we're finally seeing
Nice
a parry on
parry,
that side
this should
special.
be it.
Yeah. Bell was definitely getting back on stage with it quite a number of times for free here, so it's good to see that adjustment go in. Lily did get some play in there, but not enough. Oh.
Tech hits the Lily bite? No?
Yeah, it's...
Second hit. Oh, goes above him.
He got hit while he got marked because of the second hit of dash attack, so it allowed him to tech because he was wrapped from the first hit.
Yeah.
It's a weird interaction.
Yeah, Fel's really just trying to close this out. And real desperate, not really playing his game.
Surprise pillar really helped there. He was hoping for a bit of a run in with that forward strong, but the rock does sort of prevent that, so at least he doesn't get punished for it.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely had that there with the down and special. He's DI'd far out enough, and that wall will provide him some cover.
Yeah, Osu not going for a lot of F smashes, which would punish what Crag's been going for, or Fel's been going for. And then the second he goes for one, gets punished for it.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, and this is why I lost to Fel. Alright, so Fel taking game 1. He did have a lot more control this time around. Osu wasn't... I think Fel sort of whittled him down in those past 3 games, took away all of his momentum, and then switched it up. He played a lot more... He made a lot more plays. Like, he definitely called out Osu's jumps. He called out Osu standing still, letting him try to whiff something, but he's been overshooting his aerials to call it out.
Scary stuff in there.
Yeah,
Sure
so next stage for Osu's counterpick is Air Armada, and I've always thought this is Maple's best stage in the matchup.
Yeah, very, very strong stage. One
so maybe
one that
Fel's
flies under the
comfortable on it.
radar a bit in terms of bans, but it's one you should always look at.
Yeah. So I'm ready to go into it when you are.
3, 2, 1, go. So only 1-0 into this set, so still got some time to adjust. Still got some time to...
Yeah, but I think Fel's really good at playing off when he has, like when he knows he has mental advantage. I guess Crag's good at that because he's just really brutal. Like everything about him is just brutalizing. Because every hit that you
There's some
get
good
is just...
bread and butter stuff to pressure Osu off
Yeah.
stage as well, and that's going to be really strong on Aramata. If he gets a couple more hits like that, it's going to close out some stocks very quickly. Down special.
Gets the parry?
Yeah.
On tilt? Oh, okay, interesting punish. If you got that fair, that would have been really good.
Definitely thought there's
It's a
some DI
back
mix-ups
hit.
there that he could have made some... Oh, here we go. That's the situation I was talking
Oh.
about earlier. You really need to be jumping off that pillar straight away to prevent that. A well-timed seed does cause you some griefs.
Tries to parry the Lily hit, but OC ends up trying to make the aggressive move and gets parried for it.
Well, I think Osu was hoping Lily would hit first, so that the parry would
Yeah,
actually
that's
end
true.
up on Lily and not...
But
special. Like, if you time that right, it's a safe side special on parry, which is just crazy.
yeah,
Because if you get the
but
hit,
it
you're
wouldn't
gonna...
mark him, right?
Yeah, it would.
Oh, because I thought he'd be invincible after the Lily parry.
Well, yeah, you're right, actually. He doesn't get the hit, but...
Yeah. Anyway, OC getting a really surprising up B. I didn't know that was gonna kill. Okay, Fel
Waits out the upstrong.
going for a Fel smash, not the technique, but the...
He's not allowing Fel to get away with some of these
Yeah,
specials
this is what I'm
anymore.
talking about.
Maybe the reason
Osu-
Osu's doing so much better at denying it is just because Fel swapped to the down B tag. Like, he's being constantly
Yeah.
reminded, like, yep, this is the move I have to worry about.
Yeah.
Written all over my character's...
But I think... Yeah, but Well, that probably is a thing, honestly. It's just like... I don't know. Fel sort of lost his momentum as well. Like, he's gotten a lot less confident in what he's doing. Maybe. He might just not be, like, thinking about it.
Ooh, definitely thought it was an up special going there, but the fair into Lily sets up that
Ouch.
kill. That was nutty. Parry
Yeah,
in there.
parries the rock shards, which I thought you couldn't. But you must have been talking about something else.
Oh, not sure, sorry.
No worry about it. Don't get into it, it's okay.
Down. Oh, the
Oh
dash
my
attack
god,
clipped
he's
him
all
there.
over. Yeah, so he runs back all the way there to put the Lily there, but I actually think he was just waiting the side B up.
Yep.
Yeah, Fel loves those down smashes off. No, I mean down specials off stage, and Osu takes it. Those side platforms really elevate Maple's vertical KO power, even without the tether, because they're so high up.
Even without the up special. Definitely could
Yeah.
have been used at the end of that combo, but the up air itself does the job nicely.
So next stage, well, actually, I kind of want to touch on a couple things in that previous match.
Yep.
Fel he was playing. It was pretty even, but then it started to get more slanted into Osu's favor when Osu started to play back more to figure out some stuff. Fel he was calling out how Osu was approaching, like playing a really good walling style, even if Osu was playing a bit more passive than he would usually do when he wants to go in and take the stocks. Like, if at high percent. Just Fel sort of lost that sort of grasp of what Osu had.
I think the
Or what he had
on-stage
on
stuff,
Osu.
while there were gaps, I think the recovery habits from Fel really cost him a couple of those stocks as well. Like,
Yeah.
Osu did a much better job of setting himself up, making sure that he's covering the side special angles, different things that we need to watch out for.
Well, counter pick for Fel
Treetop
is
Lodge.
Treetop Lodge. DSR is in effect, and since he won game 1, can't go back to his tried and trusty Ethereal Gates. What do you think about this stage before we go in?
God, I'm not sure if I would choose this against a Maple. But
I think it'd be decent versus Osu, because how I was talking about before, Fell's like taking a more walling approach.
Yeah.
Osu has less. He just gets cut off from like all of his options. But when I said this about in the set vs Mast for Osu, he sort of just switched up his entire style when he played on the stage.
Yep.
So maybe that'll happen again. Who knows?
I think one thing that seems really obvious when you say it, but is actually a defining factor that I don't think either player thought when they chose this stage. The stage isn't symmetrical. Left side of the stage got a low platform, right side of the stage got the high platform. The low platform, inherently better for Maple, because you can use Lily there very effectively. And what's happened is Osu has invited Fel to the lobby, so he is player 1. Which means he's going to be spawning on the advantageous side of this stage, which makes this counter pick actually weaker for Fel for the very first part of neutral. It allows
That's
Osu...
true, and also Maple... There you go, sorry.
I'm just saying, it allows Osu to sort of set up his neutral at the start of the game, and that's going to be very strong for him in this first stock, which means he can ride out that momentum.
Yeah, I'd also like to think that the right side platform, while it doesn't benefit Osu early game, I'd say closing out stocks.
Oh, for sure.
Right side platform.
Riding up with the up airs and all these tether combos, very strong on that platform on the right there. I don't.
Yeah, so he gets best of both worlds.
So I think that's one aspect of this stage that Fel definitely wouldn't have thought of at all.
Yeah. But again, Fel also has his advantages on it. Crag's range becomes a lot more threatening as there's less space to move around on the ground.
A lot of his
platform
really hard bread and butter stuff that you have to DI out of, it just becomes really effective because Maple gets knocked off stage much earlier, and that's where Crag has his biggest advantage. His edge guarding is extremely good, and it allows him to set up his rock stuff as well, which is really hard to do against a Maple on even larger stages because of how good Maple is at closing the gaps, especially with tether being a big factor.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go into it. We discussed this pretty heavily now, but let's actually see it play out.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. So like I said, Osu's taking that left side, and he did jump up, and I thought he was going to plant Lily, but...
I think he may have misinputted there, but as we were saying before, Crag's comes to a lot more threatening, his range, and Fel really cooking right now. Definitely the head chef in this match.
Read a roll there with the down special at the start of that for a massive punish, and he just rode that momentum throughout the entire stock.
It kind of looked like one of his speedruns of the single player mode.
For sure.
That stock disappeared.
It's a wrap combo going in there, and so I'm supposed to get back on stage.
But Osu has a decent amount of percent on him. While Crag dies late, this stage is quite short on the sides. I'm not sure about the top, but very short sides.
Well, definitely had a big opportunity there with the Nair 2 combo, but didn't make it work for himself. That little up throw on the rock does cover Osu's aggressive option though, which is interesting. Would have liked to see like a break cancel sort of situation there where he down throws the rock to Nair it, get those rock angles, and
oh, okay, interesting.
He's forgotten that he needs to stay close to the wall if he's going to get back off from a parry, because you are not going to be able to recover from that situation otherwise.
Ooh,
I can't believe that hit.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I'd love to see that play out, to see how the hitboxes actually lined up there, because...
Yeah. I'm not sure if you can turn on hitboxes in replay mode, but...
We can, if you want to look at it at the end.
Well, I'm saying you can. Ooh.
Little fair to deny the approach in. Oh, he tried for it.
Goes for greedy up B, because he, as I said before, he's stuck down. You gotta make plays. Interesting down tilt to down smash. Down air, really good versus Crag's pillar, but if the Crag know it's coming, they'll just jump up and hit you for it.
That's what's really good about that platform height as well. It's perfect height for an up B for a tech chase situation or to prevent landings to get kills.
And Osu brought this back.
But down air was very big, didn't cover the tech, and
definitely not taking the heat. Oh my lord. Osu clutches it out. Well, Fel was very dominant. It swung back to his favor the last stock.
And as you can see, it's a comfort thing that he is going to go right back to this stage.
I think it's more of a confidence thing. He
Yeah.
He had that momentum game one, that speedrun stock. He just needs a couple more of those.
You know what's quite funny? I think the Crag Maple matchup is actually in the speed run on this stage.
On this stage?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Bella's played out this this set 100 times before.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's keep it rolling. Count us in for game 4 of this set.
Yeah, ready when you are.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, just.
I see. Okay.
He put the controller down. He like
that's
freaked out when the game started.
Forward air of all time. Yeah.
They're standing there, but
mode activated.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh, wait, that's
hasn't been
second
using
fair.
up tilt much either. He's
He has, but he hasn't.
stage.
He hasn't actually got much out of it. He used up tilt a couple times to prevent some drops, where he didn't get the hit, but it was safe. So I like
but
using
I'd say
it like
what doesn't use it nearly enough as let's say you or you.
You or you. Let's get some pressure with that rock, but I don't know.
Oh,
Moving
wow, I
beneath
didn't know
it
that
for the
converted.
upstrong.
Oh, and it lands on his rock. Just gets his Ryzuul raccoon feet on there. Not raccoon, I forgot what fucking maple is.
Oh, it's
Excuse my
raccoon.
language.
It's fine.
It's close enough, yeah.
What are they?
Lemur.
Trash panda.
Something. Definitely on a Sly Cooper. Alright.
Alright, so this is what we wanted to see before, like the good pressure from these dash attacks, and
Yeah,
Tether could have been very costly
Krag's-
because he had not landed after that pillar.
Yeah, Fel's just... He knows that his range is way more threatening, so he's just using more hitboxes than he usually would. Isn't letting Osu run away as much. Ooh, the
Wow.
parry! Oh my god.
And he waits until Osu crosses up into the center of the
eye
hitbox.
walk.
Yeah. But it also meant
that's my
that
favorite thing about
Osu
this
got
game.
sent straight up instead of being sent outwards, which is actually okay for him. If he's gonna get hit, at least he's gonna get hit by a good hitbox.
Up there takes it. I mean, up strong.
Oh, he tethered to the top again. That's the mistake that we saw be fairly crucial against Mast earlier on this exact same stage. And
Yep.
could have been big again there, but he did close out that stock. And trying to get things moving here. I was sort of throwing out dash attack a couple times there. Didn't really get him much. This stock has evened up very quickly. You're not close enough to parry that Osu. Okay, this is good. That side special
it's
and leg
happened
gonna get
multiple
punished.
times. Yeah, that the Lily has been chilling with the rock, let's say. Oh, chomp.
That forward strong, not going to connect. And Osu drifted out back enough to get that fair. That rock is pressured, but
Oh my
down special could have
god.
been very big there.
Yeah, for sure. Forward tilt, interesting choice.
Deep into this
Goes
last
to the
stock,
jab,
and
double roll.
ooh,
This is really tense. And
I think I did. Osu had all his resources burnt there by side specialing into that down special. Something where he needed
Game 5 reset.
he needed to go for a high recovery in that situation, because cutting towards the Crag like that is something that Crag can actually cover extremely well.
Now, if I remember correctly, Osu's match against Mast on this upcoming stage was very dominant.
Extremely dominant.
So, so
I think we saw
headed to
that
Spirit Tree.
game end with double fair dip. Is that the last game?
Yep.
That's it?
I think so. Actually, no, it was game 2.
Yeah. Oh, I remember some
Either way.
crazy Lily stuff happening though.
Yeah, Osu was definitely low. Like, I'd say this is his stage.
Yep. This is it. Grand
Yep,
Finals
game
reset.
5.
Game 5. Winner takes all.
Bell made some adaptations, pulled it back, stopped the force that Osu was pressured. Like just
Spirit Tree scary
Obi-Wan
though, man.
shit, just going crazy.
Spirit Tree is definitely scary. Let's see how
Yeah.
this plays out.
Yeah,
3,
for sure.
2, 1, go.
Osu doesn't set Lily on the platform. I'm surprised. They're playing very passive already off the bat. They're just scared. This is very tense.
They both want this win
Being
really
a game
badly.
5 reset is stressful.
See,
Missing the
I was
tech-
getting clipped by that DI in on these fair spikes a lot, because he's getting hit by the follow-up with
Yeah.
Nair.
Whoa, what was
far
that?
too often.
OC just did something hella fast that I did not catch. Wave land off double jump.
I think it's called a ledge boost. So what happens is if you run off a ledge and double jump, you actually gain more momentum. It does burn your double jump in the process, but if you do it from a flat drop or just running off the edge of a platform, it allows some crazy burst in momentum, which is really good on Maple because of how much... Ooh.
Oh my lord, that was a crazy situation.
I think what just happened there was literally Wraps fell, but the attack hits the rock, which then actually hits Fell out of the wrap.
Yeah.
That was really
but
interesting.
Then it somehow bounced back into OC closing out that stuck with that up strong.
Someone clipped that.
Yeah, that was crazy. Alright.
I don't know how I feel
Down
about that
into
interaction.
Louis. Nice. Yeah, OC's just putting under pressure as he does on this stage.
Oh no.
Oh, misses down smash. Nerves are getting to him.
Oh, the air dodge could have been very costly as well. Ooh. Up tilting the rock there. Extends that hit pause for 10 frames, so... I think that covers every tether option available to Osu in that situation. Bear's gonna close it.
Takes it.
Yep, small stage.
And carries a Lily for good measure. Measure, not major. The jabs, stuffing out the side B approach. Okay.
Really
Hit
difficult
that
to react.
like game 3.
I think it's really difficult to react to
one.
Maple side special in comparison to dash attack on a rock because you don't know which way the shards are gonna go.
Yeah, Fell messes up his recovery there, unfortunately.
I don't think Fell knows how to recover from down low like that. He doesn't use a lot of the rock recoveries that are really strong from against the wall.
Yeah,
so,
you and MSB are putting in work with those.
Yeah, for sure.
AZ cards too, I guess.
Not AZ, no. I don't think AZ's ever done a rock recovery in his life.
Oh. I'd say if he forward tilted the pillar there, that might have been a free punish for him, but as I said, this is a madman.
God, these high pillars when he's above you, you don't want to be doing that, Fel. That just puts you in danger.
Fell swinging really poorly.
He's on a last dodge situation though. He's trying to find something. That dash attack.
And that's it.
I think he wanted that to be a fair off the platform there, but even so, good work to Osu.
That was such a good tournament. Yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning in, and just thanks for staying here. This tournament was sick. Thanks for entering if you did. Player of the year Osu, IMHO.
Yeah, big stuff to Osu. That's the
It's his second tournament win, right?
I think it's his third this week alone, actually.
Third, wow.
He even won the Janky tournament yesterday.
I mean, serious tournaments, I'd say. Yeah.
I'm really interested to see how Osu goes from here. He's put in a lot of work with his character, and it's going to be scary watching him play.
Maple's been very underrepresented.
Upper echelon of players in our scene. But
yeah, he's been, man, I love watching him.
I mean,
if you're watching, Osu, big fan.
Just gonna double check.
Definitely.
Yeah. Osu ranked in the last RCS season at 13th in Australia. That looked like a 13th in Australia player to you right there.
Not at all. He's playing like a madman.
Just the
top 5, probably. Yeah,
his development really as a player has been massive, and
yeah,
definitely good games for you, Osu, this tournament.
Yeah, for sure. And it fell too. You did lose, but you definitely composed yourself after that first set reset.
I think playing against a Maple really highlights any weaknesses of a player as well. Because Maple has such an easy time.
Just so fast.
Yeah, punishing those mistakes. So definitely some stuff to learn there, Fel. But you could easily bring it back with some adjustments.
Also, masked with some exciting stuff too.
Yep.
This punish game was pretty ridiculous.
Despite Ryzuul not getting that top 3 placement, he really impressed in his set as well in top 4.
Yeah, for sure.
So
he took out...
Let's sign off with that.
He lost... Okay, yep.
It is, it's quite late. And...
Okay. again, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you had a good
Yeah,
time.
no worries. Thank you everyone, and sign off with that. Games all.